Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cup of Jojo. Today is 8 April 2022. Before we start out this Cup of Jojo, I want to give a shout out to my nephew Matthew. Happy birthday, Matthew. April 8th is my nephew's birthday. Got two nephews, two brothers. My sister's sons. She has four kids. She has Matthew. She has another son, and she has my twin nephews. But today's Matthew's birthday, uh, April 8th. Uh, Happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday, my little nephew. I say little nephew, but he's big old tall boy. I want to say I don't know six something, but anyway, they're all six something. Uh, and then I got another nephew on the 24th of April. But happy birthday, Matthew. Love you, man. Kisses from your Uncle Joe. Hugs. Hope your family's doing well. All your children. Uh, but anyway, top of the morning to you. Cup of JoJo, welcome today. Well, I want to talk about what's a good diet and exercise routine. Yeah, I know. D and E word. Nah, nobody wants to ever talk about that. But I didn't. That's the hardest thing for a lot of people. Diet and exercise. There's so many people trying to tell you how to diet, how to exercise. But here we go. Before we get started, go ahead and grab your hot beverage, cold beverage, your cup of JoJo, and join me. Have a seat or stand, uh, whatever makes you comfortable. But today's a good day. Uh, it's been uh, it's been a long week. It's been a long week for us. But you know, uh, it's just been a good week, but it's been a long week. We've been here, and we've been blessed to be here, and thank God. Yeah, I want to thank everybody that came by yesterday, and I want to thank everybody that viewed yesterday. Uh, Talked about cancer, how cancer sucks, and we talked about my aunt, we talked about my sister, talked about a lot of other things. Things just go on from different views that we all have. I want to thank all the people that supported me, my wife and my family, and the families that have gone through cancer. Uh, there's just so many things that we go through. But I really appreciate that. Thank you. And we're still going through some pain, But that's we're not the only family that goes through that. But you know that's what we do. We we uh, we move forward. We uh, we just go with it, and we we pray, and then we move forward. We have to, and we just kind of we kind of figure that we kind of hope and pray that things get better. That's all we can do. But anyway, today I just want to talk about diet and exercise. I mean, I don't know what's a good routine. I mean, I know what I think is a good routine. I mean, diets. There's so many of them. So many people go on liquid diets, which is to me, I don't think it's good. They get them shakes. They drop weight rapidly, but then once they stop those shakes, they gain. I've seen people gain twice the weight they lost. Uh, I'm not saying that it's not good to eat to drink a shake every once in a while because I've done it. I've drank a shake in the morning, but then I eat a good sensible lunch and then I eat dinner. And my dad was a diabetic, my dad was a diabetic for 50 plus years, and he worked in the oil field the majority of those years, over 40 years, uh, being diabetic. And uh, he walked to stay in shape. He walked anywhere from 2 to 5 miles every day, just about. But in his work, he was an oil field man, so he walked all the time. I mean, he was always doing something with his hands, his arms, picking up different things. Picking up wrenches, and walking and climbing ladders for the big high towers. Going up to check out oil wells and different things like that. So, yeah, he was always working. He was always doing something. And he was diabetic. He always believed that no matter if you were diabetic or if you were, if you could work, you go to work, and he did. But he also knew that he had 7 daughters, so he had his share of seeing diets come and go through my sisters, and he always uh he always laughed at it because he said, "Why are you on a diet? You look fine. You're thin. I don't understand. Just exercise. Go walking. Go. You play sports. You know. I understand you want to stay in shape. But your metabolism is a lot better than ours. We're over 40. I mean, what's going on?" Uh, but he understood that the key thing to being on a diet was moderation, and that always stuck in my mind. That always stayed in my mind. And he used to tell my sisters. He goes, "You want a diet? I'll give you a diet. It's called push away." And I used to laugh, and I used to look at her and I said, "Push away? What? Hey, Dad, what's push away? Push away from the table, Hito." And that means, Hito means like son, or Hita, which is Spanish for girl, or boy. Hito and Hita, boy and girl. Push away from the table, boy. Push away from the table, girl. Push away from the table, Hita. you know and I would just laugh, but it never dawned on me what he was saying was just eat portions, eat till you're full, and then push away, just walk away, just push away from the table. That's all you have to do. Don't stuff yourself and then get some more. Once you're full, get up, and then later on, if you got a little bit more, then eat a little bit more. Eat portions. Eat. They just say, your palm's worth. He said, "Oh, that I don't believe that. You eat what you want." Because he always believed that people are different sizes. And he's talking about height wise. I mean, his brothers were always taller than him. He was a short man. My dad was only about 5'7", but his brothers were taller than him. My uncles, and then I had family members that were tall, and I had, my nephews. Most of them are 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". My son, he didn't get. I mean, I'm only 5'10". My son is like 6'2". He's only 16 years old, and his metabolism is just a lot. And I understand. It's better than mine. It's faster, and at his age, I mean, I was in high school, you know, I'm looking at 5'10", 140 pounds, but man, I ate like a horse. My mom says, "Boy, you eat everything in the house. Everything you see, you eat." I mean, I ate cereal. She used to laugh at me. She goes, "I gotta hide that cereal from you, boy. You'll eat the whole box if I let you." And the crazy part is that I would eat them Cocoa Puffs. I would eat them Count Choculates. I would eat them Frosted Flakes. But I understood. Eat a bowl for cereal, or I'd eat 3 eggs in the morning, and tortillas, and three tortillas, and bacon, and I would eat beans on the side, and potatoes, and whatever my mom made. I mean, and my mom made fresh tortillas, not this bought store tortillas that there is now. Now, and I and I'll say clearly, most women don't make tortillas from scratch. That's just a given. That's just truth. Everything is bought now. There's not many women that know how to make, or men that know how to make tortillas from scratch. There's probably YouTube, or there's probably Twitch that knows that you can look up and how to make tortillas. The only thing is that there's probably not many that know how to make them from scratch anymore. I mean, if I hurt your feelings, well, that's just the way it goes. Because I don't know how to make them from scratch. I really don't. Now it's just add water. My mom used to make them from pinch of this, a pinch of that, and a pinch of. My sisters know how to make them from pinch of this, pinch of that. But my sisters are in their 60s. All my sisters are six, except for my little sister. She's 57, 58, 57. They all know how to make tortillas from scratch because my mom taught them, and they kept it. Now, do their daughters know how to make them? Probably not. I wish I would have learned how to make tortilla. I know how to cook. I know how to cook because of my dad. I learned how to cook my dad. But we ate everything. Carne guisada, carne asada. We ate arroz con pollo. We ate fideo. We ate spaghetti. We ate lasagna. We ate uh, 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 whatever, brisket. We ate fajitas. We ate frijoles. We ate refried beans. We ate frijoles arrachara. I mean, we ate everything there was under the sun in Spanish, Italian, Mexican, you name it. White food. I don't care what you call it. My mom could cook it. My dad could cook it. Pan de campo. I mean, we ate all that good stuff. We ate fried fish. Back in the day when we ate fish, my dad, we used to, I learned how to clean fish when I was 7, 8 years old. We cleaned the fish, and we didn't fillet the fish. The fish was cleaned, and we cut the head off, and we cleaned it, and we cut the tail and all that good stuff. But we cleaned the fish, and we cut it in half, and it was it was made with the skin on it, and the skin was the best part of it because it gave you the best protein. A lot of people don't even eat that anymore, but that's the best part of it. And we ate it with the bone on the fish, and we had to be careful. My mom used to say, "Hey, be careful with the stia, which is the bone on the fish, because they're so. The stia is like a prickly prick, because the fish is like a has the if everybody knows the bones of the fish, they look like little sticker sticks. They look like needles once you finish eating them. So we call them the stia. Which is like when you step on a little on stickers. They'll stick to you. But that's how we did it. That's how we ate. That's we ate the skin of it, but that's protein. Now, heaven forbid that people ate it. Hey, good morning. How you doing? Can't stay long. Just wanted to say hi. Hi. How you doing, Aaron? You doing okay? Hey, thanks for all the videos, man, girl. You. I hope you had a great vacation. It looks like you had a lot of fun with you and Heck. Uh, uh, it looked like you had a lot of fun, girl. I'm glad you had a good vacation down in Florida. I know you. I say down in Florida because I know you live in New York, and you went down to Florida. I'm glad you all had a good time. We missed you. Yes, it was awesome, much needed. I could imagine. I could imagine. Now back to the grind. Get back to work, woman. Make that money. Now I'm glad you had a good time, girl. Uh, I'm glad you had a good time. But I see you still had time to send me videos. No, but the videos are awesome. I love them. Itza and I just sit there and we just laugh and go, "Oh, Aaron, those videos, and that one girl, I do follow her now, uh, and I love them. Oh man, that one girl with with the cock. Yeah, yeah. You know, with the gun. I gotta explain that because you know people go crazy, but oh, she's funny. And with the birds, what she calls the you know, oh, she's just too funny. She has me laughing. Girl, I can stay up and watch those videos, and by the time I know it, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get up. It's just uh you're killing me, girl. I'm telling you, I can watch those videos and she's just, but she's so calm. She's so calm in those videos. She's just like, hey, how you doing? I went to the store the other day and my cock was showing. What the? Wait a minute, what? Because the bag was torn and the thing, and I was like, God, this chick is just, oh my God, that's just so funny. She's just, I went into the restroom. Oh my God, it's just, you're killing me, girl. But hey, keep them coming, Aaron. Keep them coming. They're beautiful. Love you, and it's awesome. Hey, have a great day at work there. Okay, take care. Say hi to Hank for me. Tell him hi for us, and you have a great day. Take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping by. Uh, but as I was saying, that Erin, she's in New York. Yeah. Oh, where else? She calls me Joe Bag of Donuts. So that's an awesome name. You know, but she's an awesome girl. I will. Oh, I will. Gotta go walk the doggies. Have happy Rex Manning Day. Yep. Happy Rex Manning Day. Peace out, baby. Take care. Love you. Uh, but anyway, but like my dad would always show us how to make the fish, and now I fillet fish a lot. Well, and we still fillet some of the fish, but most of the time we didn't fillet the fish, and that's how we ate the fish. We ate the fish with the bone on it, and now we're so scared of eating the fish, uh, and we fillet it because we don't want the kids to get because the bone can hurt you. I mean, it can get stuck to your throat, but you have to be real careful. Now, the way we when we fillet the fish and I leave the bone on it, we do what they call the half shell, which you take the fish and you put them up. The skin is on the grill this way, and then you put everything on top here, and you put all your seasoning, you put your butter, you put whatever you want on it, your olive oil, whatever you want, your cilantro, your seasoning, whatever you're gonna put on your fish, and you just cook it for I don't know, a few minutes for 15 minutes, however you want it cooked. Once you see it nice and cooked, and you'll know, well, I do. Uh, Once you see it cooked, then you just take it and you can take a fork and you can eat it off the plate just like that, and you can take it and you can have a couple people and you can eat it off like that, and you can share it depending how big the 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 fish is. Most of the time the reds are anywhere from 22, 23 inch uh, red. So you're looking at if you get a good size a red on a half shell, a 24, 26 inch red on a half shell. By the time you cut the tail, cut the head off, you're looking at about probably a good 17, 18 inch good size meal there. But it's a lot of fish. You're looking at about a thickness of about so much, a good inch and a half. Yeah, about an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches, and it depends how thick and that taste of that fish is just awesome, depending on how you make it. But once again, it comes to the dieting. Fish is good, chicken is good, and it all depends how you make it. And broiled, baked, grilled, what you use. I use a lot of olive oil. When I fry the fish, I fry it in peanut oil. Uh, but once again, I've always used this, and I use it with my son, and I use it with my wife, is push away from the table and eat in moderation. Uh, Sometimes when my wife was working, uh, I would make, I would go out there and cook, and I would go out there and cook I would cook steaks, I would cook fajitas, and I would cook uh, pork chops. I would fry chicken sometimes, and I would do enough cooking for about a week, and then we would pre-pack it and we would put it in the refrigerator. And the reason we would do that is because Itza worked late nights. Itza would work from two o'clock in the evening till about, sometimes it's crazy, but sometimes till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I am so glad that she's not working at that job no more because they never appreciated her. And I would tell my wife she needed to quit that job, but she got laid off. But I'm glad it happened that way. Anyway, so I would cook all that time. The only thing was now after a while, I mean, especially the past few months, well, ended up getting surgery in my heart. I got another heart procedure in December, and the doctor told me to stay away from the heat, blah blah blah, this and that. Well, then I got better at that. My heart's better, thank God. But my knee, when I stand up for too long, it swells up, and I knew something was wrong, and I had been like that for about 5, 6 years, off and on. But I was in the last year and a half, 2 years, it just started getting worse. But all the VA was giving me was medication, and they weren't giving me heavy doses of medication. They were just giving me some inflammation pills, so the and some patches that I could put on there. Lanacaine, I think it is. I know something like that, but I would put a patch on it, wrap it around with the wrap, and so the pain wouldn't go. But the pain was still there. Well, come to find out, I had an MRI done on my son's birthday, the 23rd of February, and here I am having an MCL. I have a tear, I have a torn on it. And if they would have done this 5, 6 years ago, I would have probably just had a small microscopic surgery, probably, or something, maybe. I don't know. I went through pain management. I went through all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I went through all that. That's another story. I went through a lot of stuff with that. But I believe if they would have caught it early, I would probably been okay. But anyway, that has a lot to do with my cooking now because I can't stand up for too long. So that's why when I play games, you always see me laying on the bed because I like to stand up. I get excited. Even watching football. My son and I like to stand up, and we like to give high fives when our team is doing good and whatever in football and in baseball and whatever. My Astros won yesterday, which is good. I'm a Houston Astro fan, but anyway, uh, I know I get off. I got off. Anyway, so uh, when you're cooking food, it's as much as what you put in the ingredients as it is anything else. So I've been told. But you also want flavor food. I got nothing against what you eat. You can eat whatever you want. I don't care. You're a vegetarian, you like tofu, you like it, that's fine. I don't care. That is fine. It's like I told one person that was a vegetarian. Hey, I respect that. But do not. And I told her straight up, straight, being honest with her. Look, you're a good friend. You and your husband are great people. And this was when I was back in the military. I said, you're nice. You're awesome with me. But do not, please, do not try to tell me that I need to eat your food. I do not force my food on you. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, and you keep eating what you want to eat. But do not. And it was like talking to the wall because they thought that they were gonna make me a tofu and one of them vegetarian. And I told them, you know what? I warned you. I told you, and I respected you, but you seem to have no boundaries to respecting other people. So I'm gonna tell you straight up: don't talk to me. I don't care what you say. You have a good day, and that's it. So they were mad at me because I wouldn't eat their food. But when I brought them a taco of fajita, I told them, you eat my food, I eat yours. It's a win-win. Oh, I can't eat. Exactly. You can't eat my food, and I can't eat yours. So from here on out, you go your way, I go mine. Every time they saw me, they thought, and I was in shape in the military. Hey, I'll tell you straight up. I weighed about 175 pounds. I could lift. I ran 5 miles, sometimes 8, 10 miles a day. I walked everywhere we went. When in the military, you walked everywhere. My son freaked out. I said, "Yeah, where your school's at, about half a mile. That's where our mess hall was from where I worked at. We went from where our hangar was. We went all the way to eat. That's how we got. Well, did you drive? No, we walked. We walked everywhere. That's where we walked. We walked. We passed by an officer. We gave him the salute. We kept on walking by. Morning, sir. Morning, ma'am. Morning, sir. Morning, ma'am. Whatever. We walked everywhere. We were always in shape. The majority, and if you were out of shape in the military, you then they saw you. You had every 6 months you had PT test. You had to requalify with your weapons, and that's the way it was. But you ate. They used to look at me and say, "Damn, Reese, you eat 2 hamburgers for lunch, and look at you." You said, "Yeah, dude, but I burn it off. I burn it off because I run all the time. I run everywhere. I go to the PX. PX was like 2 miles away. Hey, Reese, you need a ride? No, I'm good. I walk to the PX. About 7 or 8 of us people, guys and girls, we just walk to the PX. We would just walk to the PX, buy whatever we needed, and we would walk back. And it was no big deal. That's all we did. We that's all. And I wish I had that that look up in the air because I don't. I wish I had that in me again because that's what we did in the military. We walked, we exercised, we were trained, we were ready to go at a moment's notice. We had an alert and we were ready to go. That's just the way it was. That's the way we were trained back when I went to the military. There was an alert. We had our rucksack, we had our duffel bag, we had already set up in the in our in even though I didn't live on the barracks for too long, but when I lived off post, we already had one set up here in the military. We had one set up, and we had it set up already with everything we needed. And then we were locked down. We couldn't leave, could go nowhere. But I had all my clothes, all my BDUs, all my battle dress uniform. I had it all set up. Everything was there. Socks, underwear, and you name it. We had everything. But the diet, and that's just something that I tell you because that's what we were. We were always in shape. We were always in. We were always walking, and sometimes I wish I just had that get go to get up and walk more, but I don't. I get so mad at myself because I want a diet. I want a routine. I want a diet and exercise that the diet I understand. I have one. I have one. I just want an exercise, and I think I have the exercise. But I just I need that motivation. I I think. I think to me the motivation hurts me all the time because there's always something wrong with me, and I think sometimes I use that as an excuse. But like my wife says, it's not an excuse. It's just that when you go out there, you have you. She says it's like you smell like Ben Gay all the time because you got absorbing junior or you got all that stuff on your leg. You got so much stuff going on your knee, on your back, and you try to do it in one day. And she's right. I try to do it all in one day, and I can't do that. I have to take it. Like when I weighed over 300 pounds, it took me over a year and a half to get down to 240 pounds. But you know what? I've stayed at 240. Well, when I in August I weighed 260 pounds. When I started working out again, I went out there and I started doing boxing. I started doing jump rope. I started doing that, and I was feeling okay though. I was feeling good. It was after my first heart procedure in April, and then I went back and saw the doctor, and he said, he's what is it, in July, and he said, okay, you can start doing exercise now. Because I really wanted to do something, and I was weighing 260, and at that time I started a YouTube saying I effing hate exercising, and I started by cutting the grass. I started by weed eating. I started by doing stuff, and you can tell I was like getting, I was getting, I looked like I was bloated. It was weird. So I weighed myself, and then I was starting to lose weight. I started doing, I got my punching bag out, and I started punching bag. I started jumping rope. I started doing the bike. I started doing it on a daily basis, not every single day. And I went down from 260 to two. I was actually at about 239, 238. I had actually lost some weight, but then my heart rate started racing again. But my doctor had told me that it could come back, and that's when you know. And then my knees started swelling up like a grapefruit. This was in November, so I did August, September. I had started losing weight, and I was doing pretty good. And October, I started. It started like my knee started hurting. My knee just started. Man, it just started hurting, and Ito was like, "Hey, you can't put too much pressure on yourself." But by October, and then by November, it started swelling up so bad that. But I was eating in small portions too. I was started pushing away from the table. I started talking about pushing away from the table, and I did. So I started pushing away from the table, and what had happened was that I started losing. Even my wife was punching the bag. My son was out there, and we were working out as a family, and it was so great because well, actually it was part of his routine for homeschool, doing his physical exercises, PE. So that was our exercise. That was my exercise. That was my diet and exercise, was eating small portions, and I was making I was grilling. I was barbecuing. I was making pork chops. I was making steaks. I was eating breakfast. I was eating bacon and eggs. I was eating uh, spaghetti. But I was eating in small portions, and I was getting energized. I was getting energy, and I was getting out there at nine. I was doing it at 9 o'clock, but I'm a type of person that likes to do it early in the morning. But with my wife getting the GoPro and taping the I F and hate exercising, it was a good feeling because I was out there. But then I had to stop it because my heart rate started going up to 198, 200, and then they had to it got so bad that I couldn't stop it. It stayed like that for almost, actually overnight, almost 8 hours. So then they had to come pick me up, and they had to shoot me up with some type of medicine that it stopped my heart. I actually stopped. My heart stopped for about, I think it was like, I don't know, 5 7 seconds, where that guy told me, your heart's gonna stop beating completely so we can get your heartbeat back to normal. And that was the most weirdest and ugliest feeling. It's like everything went in. I don't know if you ever seen a movie where the movie is uh, where there's explosions in a movie, or there's people running in a movie, and all of a sudden they're just running in slow motion. You see everybody just kind of like in slow motion. That's how I saw the paramedics inside. It was in front of our house. The ambulance hadn't even left, and my wife was like, "How come they don't leave?" Well, the reason they didn't leave is because they did an IV. They put the IV on on the arm, and then the guy tells me, "We're gonna shoot you." I don't know what I forget. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of that medication, but and then they got that needle, and they shot me up, and the guy told me, Mr. Reese, we're gonna shoot you up with this. Have you? Yes, I've had it before, and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know. I wasn't ready for it. You're never ready for it. So when I got that feeling is so weird. It's like your heart just stops, and like you said, you're practically dead for 5 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds, and then your heart hopefully. And he says you should come back. You should come back. Yeah, you should come back. So anyway, I went through that, and when I came back from the hospital, I found out that they gave me some medication, and the medication was helping for a little bit, but then, and this was November, and they had my knee problem, and in November I had that problem, and then they set up on December 30th so I could have another procedure done on my heart. So I couldn't exercise anymore, and I was so mad because I was doing so well with my weight. I was down to like 238, 239, 238. I was, and then after that, I uh, I stopped exercising. I was still walking a little bit, but I couldn't do much. I couldn't do too much. I had to kind of chill out a little bit. And here I am. It's gonna be April. It's gonna be middle of April, and now I'm waiting for a knee surgery. But I'm hoping that this knee surgery takes care of it. By the time I get knee surgery, by the time everything, so you're looking at April and then May, June. Hopefully by July, I should be back. May, June, July, August, I should be back and getting back to my exercising and to doing and to getting back into. And I want to get back, and I want to get back to my. I'm still doing the dieting. I'm still at about 240, 240. It goes from 240 to 245. So I kind of still get a little bit, up there, but I haven't gone back to 260, which is thank God on that part. But it's just one of those things that it's frustrating because if it's not one thing, it's another. But it's like everything else. Anything worth doing is never easy. So and diet and exercise is never easy. That's why I said, oh no, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the D and E word, and that's those words are never easy to talk about to anybody that, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Why? Because everybody is self conscious about their body. Don't matter, and I think the most self conscious people are the people that exercise every single day. I know that for a fact because uh, I had friends that's all they did, or I could say acquaintances that's all they did is exercise every single day. They were, they had the most. I thought that these guys and girls had the most perfect, to me the most perfect body, the biceps, you know, boom, they were boom and boom, and the six pack, the V shape. The women had the body, man, boom, they had nice bodies, and then some women just had, I always tell each other, hey man, that woman has the body I want. She had a bicep, she looked like, boom, she had the, and I was like, damn, that woman got the body, man. I wish I had her. Boom, V, V shape, six pack, but they're never satisfied. I don't know why. I mean, personally, I just want to get down to 200 pounds, maybe, in between 200. Doctor said he wants me back at 190, 180. When I said, no, I don't think so. That's not gonna look good on me. I want to get down to where I used to be when I made Itza, about 205, 200, and I think I would be okay with that. I was wearing a medium at that time, but I think to me a large would be nice. Uh, but I'm not gonna get there. And I was saying about 240 when I went weighing at 312. I was a 5X, and I hated it. I hated being a 5X because I just didn't want to be a 5X anymore. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about myself. I I would buy shirts that were 4X sometimes because I don't know if they were misprinted or mis as far as the size is concerned. Because I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to look at myself. So diet and exercise is something that I really take seriously. Some all the time. I just the motivation is there, but and it's hard sometimes. But we have to find a way. I have to find a way to do it, and I don't want to take pain pills. When I was in the military, that's all they gave you. Every time you had an injury, every time you were hurt, the answer was here, take these pain pills. I was so caught up on pain pills at one time that one of the doctors at the VA in San Antonio told me I was an alcoholic because my liver was so damaged. I told him, I said, I don't drink as much as you say I do. He goes, then why is your liver so, you know? I said, because I take all these pills, and I told him, and I showed him all the pills that I take, and he goes, why are you taking all these pills? I said, because the VA gives them to me for my pain. I have back surgery. I have back injuries. I have knees. I have elbows. I have, you know, my shoulders. He goes, what is wrong with the doctor? I said, well, no. He says, well, what is wrong with you? I said, what do you mean, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with the doctors? They don't do anything but give you pain medication. And that was when they were giving you pain medication like candy. And I'm not talking the small pain medication. I'm talking heavy duty pain medication. It would knock me out for, you can tell, you can ask Itza, I would sleep for a day, day and a half easily because I was so filled up with medication. And I hated that. And I wouldn't do anything. I mean, it just was because I was hurting so bad. And then when I saw that doctor, I decided that I'd rather take the pain and I'd rather endure that pain than take all that pain medication. And then when you go into a depression, you go into eating or you go into drinking. I went into eating. And when you go into eating, you gain weight, and then you go from 215, 220, then you go to 230, then you go to 240, then you go to 250, 260, then you hit 300, you hit 312, then you have a heart attack, then you have another heart attack, then you have a slight one, then you have a heart attack. And that's what I did. Hey, welcome back, Aaron. And when you get into a depression after they give you so many pills and then they don't do much about it. You hit that, like I said, you hit that depression and you start eating so much. But you see, the VA always thought that taking care of a veteran, male or female, doesn't matter, was to give them pain medication. And that was back when it first, before now that they are more strict of giving away pain meds, which I'm glad. But when that doctor told me that my liver was, I was an alcoholic, which I wasn't, because I really didn't drink. And I don't today as much anymore. If I have one drink, it's like, it's way too much in one month. I've drank I think I've drank 2 beers in the last 6 months, if even. I just don't drink. I'm just not that much of a drinker as much anymore. I don't know. I just don't feel like drinking. But that's me though. I mean, that's I don't care if you drink or smoke or whatever. That's on you. I'm not here to preach about drinking or smoking or anything like that. But I am here to tell you that diet and exercise come hand in hand with how you feel about yourself. And at that time, I felt so bad that I went to a depression and eating. And I felt so bad because Ita couldn't do anything. And I went from, like I said, from 210, and it wasn't her fault. It wasn't anybody's fault but my own. But then I decided to wake up on December 12th, I think it was 2012, to start walking at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I started walking. I walked for 15 minutes, and I thought I was going to die. I walked like maybe 3 blocks that way, and it took me that long, and walked 3 blocks back this way, and I thought I was going to, oh my God. The funny part, I told Ita, I came back, and I came back, and she said, and I said, well, I started walking today. She goes, oh, okay. I didn't think you were going to do it. And I laugh about it now, but it was a motivation that I needed, because she knew what she was doing. She knew that you know, if she didn't do that, then I wouldn't have been challenged to go out the next morning. So I went out and I did it again. And I did it for a year and a half. Every day. We didn't miss a day. And I ended up for going from 15 minutes to doing 3 blocks and doing 7 miles a day. Walking, uh, some couple blocks I would jog, a few blocks I would walk, a couple blocks I would jog. I wouldn't run the whole thing. And it felt good. It felt great. And I would meet different people in the morning. I would meet different uh, women and men that I would talk to in the morning, just walk with them for a while. Then they went, okay, I'm out of here. Hey, this is where I stop. All right, have a great day. And like I said, I went from 312 to 240. But I kept that weight off because I think I did it the right way. I didn't go through those drinks. I didn't go through the fast, eat this only or drink this only daily or whatever. I did. The one thing Itza did help me with is that she made portions. Like I told her, I said you gotta cut back on what I eat. Was it hard? Oh yeah, it was hard because I was used to eating 2, 3 plates, and I'm talking plates of meal. So she cut back on that. Instead of having 7, 8 tortillas, I would have one, maybe two. And then instead of having 6, 7 eggs, I would have 2 eggs. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Instead of having 3, 4 sandwiches, I had one. You know, I had 3, 4 burgers. I had one burger. And it wasn't easy. It was. I had fruit. Uh, we did buy a Ninja, and we would make fruit smoothies. That was good. I did have those. I did, but I just didn't have those. There was people that's all they had every day was this liquid diet. No, man, that's not. Those are not. Me personally, I'm not an expert. I am by all means. I am not a professional dietitian or whatever you want to call them. No, I am not an expert. But I will be here to tell you I have lost weight, and this is how I lost it. By getting my butt out there, getting off the sidelines, and going and doing it. Taking that first step. And I've talked about that. The hardest thing to do exercise routine and eating a good diet and exercise routine is getting off your ass and taking the first step and go do it. That's straightforward. I know because I've done it and it works. And my wife has seen it done. Went from a 5X to a 2X. I'm back on a 2X right now because I haven't been able to do much. And I do some stuff, but I've maintained that 240 weight in the last, what, November of last year to now. So I've maintained that weight just to kind of keep it on that. But because that's also because of what my wife does. When she feeds me, she only, okay, this is all you can have. And I smile at her and I say, I know you love me. I know I want more, but I know you love me. I know why you do it. And I understand that. And yeah, sometimes I do want more. And sometimes you know, I want different things. I want something else. I want, no, but she says, no, this is better for you. Okay. But she understands. She cooks it in olive oil. So she cook, we cook in peanut oil. Well, we cook. She bakes it. She does it in better. And she reads the recipe. She looks it up. What's better for me? What's better for my heart? Well, one thing I gotta say, and thank the Lord, I'm not a diabetic. The VA does check every 6 months. They check my blood. My cholesterol's good. Everything is good. I mean, but because of my heart problem, my potassium has always been low. So I do take potassium pills. I mean, that keeps me up. I love bananas. I eat a lot of bananas, but that still doesn't help. But uh, getting back to the diet and exercise, my coffee, like I told you, yes, it's a big cup, but I use those, what is it, Keurig little things. I push one down, and the first one is the little packet. But I keep that same one in there and I push it again, and the second one is all water that brings it back in the cup. So it waters it down even more so it's not as sweet. And what it is cappuccino, but it's not as sweet. Normally I drink black coffee. And sometimes I do uh, the black coffee, and it's great. I love just regular black coffee. But sometimes I do want cappuccino, but the black coffee's also, I do the black coffee and then it's just straight water. Majority of it is watered down, which I like it, you know. But I only have 1 cup of coffee, and which is this one, which you could say 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and that's it. I used to have 3 or 4 of these. Yeah, I know, I know. It's not great. But now, I understand. But at the same time, we save a lot of money on those little packages, on those little curates. Now they last a long time because you know you buy 3 or 4 of those, and they last. What, 2 of them last a whole month because sometimes I don't drink coffee in the morning. You know, believe it or not, I don't drink coffee in the morning. Uh, there's times I don't. Now I'm for sure drinking 4 times a week because of cup of JoJo, but there's days that I just don't want coffee. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or because I don't know. I just don't want it. I just wait for the cup of JoJo show, like you do. Cup of JoJo. You gotta have cup of JoJo to make you happy. But diet and exercise is important. We all know that. It's just doing it that gets us. And I'm not here to tell you to do it. I'm just here to ask what is a good diet and exercise routine. I don't know. I mean, it's you got to know your body first of all. I had a trainer in the military. They used to say you got to know what your body can endure when you first start out. After that, you'll figure out that your body can endure so much more than what you thought when you first started. Think about that. Just chew on that for a little bit. Because he told me that. He said, "Hey, Reese, you know, scrawny little boy, you come here." And I was like, "Dude, why you gotta be like that?" He goes, "Man, what'd you weigh when you first came in the military?" I said, "I don't know, about a buck 40." I said, he goes, "What do you weigh now?" I said, "About buck 75." He goes, "Look at you now, man. Look at you. You're in shape. You look good." He goes, "How do you feel?" I said, "Well, I feel like, man, I feel good. I feel, I feel like I'm on top of the world." He goes, "Yeah, exactly, right?" He goes, "When you first came to basic training," and I was out of basic training. I was already I was stationed in, I don't know, I think I was where was I? I wasn't in Fort Carson. I don't know. I think I was either in New York, I was in Fort Drum, or I was in Germany. Anyway, he asked me. He goes, "When you were in basic training, what were you good at?" I said, "What do you mean? What was I good at?" I said, "My physical training." I said, "My PT. I was pretty good at sit-ups and push-ups." And he goes, "Were you good when you first started?" I said, "Nah, well, yeah, I was okay, but I had to work on my sit-ups and my push-ups." I said, "But I did them daily. I mean, we all did them daily." I said, "But I did extras at night and in the morning when I got up because I wanted to do better for my PT test." And he goes, "What about your running?" I said, "Well, I was a long distance runner in high school, so I was pretty good at long distance. So I beat everybody in long distance, and then I did push-ups and sit-ups. So I ended up getting the excellence patch in 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 my unit, and I ended up getting the excellent patch through my whole career because I scored a 300, which was a perfect score in all my PT tests. I was proud of that, but I was always in shape. But my body was able to endure more than what I thought than when I first started, and I understood what he meant. Do what you think your body. Nobody knows your body other than yourself. So when you start out a regimen, when you start out an exercise routine, remember, only you know what your body can do. Okay, don't overexert yourself. Don't push yourself to what other people are doing. Forget them. Forget what other people are doing. That was the mistake that a lot of soldiers would make. I saw guys that were, man, they were freaking awesome at doing different things. I would look at them and I say, "God, I want to be like that dude right there." Man, he's awesome. But then I told myself, yeah, but well, he told me, I had other trainers, the other guys would say, "Yeah, but you're not him. You're you. You got to be who you are because he'll whip you. He'll whip your ass. I mean, he's better than you right now." But in my mind, I thought, well, I can be better than him. Yeah, you can, but not right now because you have to train. You have to work out to become better than him. So you know what your body can take, and then you got to take the first step. You got to work out a little bit harder. So if you can do 10 push-ups, then do 12. It's going to hurt. Your arms are going to probably tremble a little bit, but do two more. And then when you get a little bit better, when you get to 12 with no resisting and no, then do two more. So then your body gets used to that. It's like sit-ups. You're doing 5 sit-ups and you can, oh my God, that hurt. Well, do the sixth one. Boom, okay. But then when you get better at doing six, then add 7 and 8. You understand what I'm going from this? I mean, you got to take that. You got to take that leap where your body, your body can do more than what you think it can. But right now, I could probably only walk half a mile because even then, I could probably only walk a quarter of a mile and then come back home and make it half a mile because my knee could probably not take the whole thing. Maybe it can if I take my cane, yeah, I could probably walk half a mile over there and then half a mile back and that makes it 1 mile. Okay. But I know that I'm gonna be hurting and I'm not gonna be any good here at the house to help Itza do what she needs to do. So what do I want to do? Do I want to come back home and say, "Oh my God, I can't even take a shower"? I mean, I got to take a shower, but you're gonna, and it's nothing about funny business. It's just you. I don't want that burden on her or my son to go in there and help me shower. No, I don't want that. So I'd rather just do 2, 3 blocks, come back 2, 3 blocks, even if it's not even a quarter of a mile that I went over there and I only walked for 15, 20 minutes, but I'm okay to come back home, take a shower, feel good. Okay, I'm okay. But at the same time, I mean, this is if I was, I mean, I'm having surgery in, today's the 8th. I'm having surgery on the 27th in what, in 19 days. So I'm having surgery, right? So I gotta think about it. I don't want to injure it even more than what it is. I mean, they're going to go in there and they said if we find something else, then it may take longer than It's supposed to be an in and out. That's what they said. It's going to be an in and out surgery. You'll be home the same day. That's what they said about my shoulders. It's going to be a 45 minutes surgery on the right shoulder. 6 hours later, 5 hours, 5 hours and 45 minutes later, they had to put a plug on it. They had to put this in it. I was like, thought you said it was, well, you'll go home tomorrow. Oh, really? And then the same thing with my left shoulder. Well, it's going to be an in and out. 5, 6 hours later, they did the same thing. The same thing happened with my first procedure on my heart. It was supposed to be only 45 to an hour. And it took, I think, 6 hours on the first time. And then in December 7th, he just said, I don't know how long it's going to take. And it was over 7 hours. So the knee it could be an in and out, and I'm hoping it's just one of those where he's told me we're going to drill on one side, we're going to patch, we're going to fix that, and then you should be home, and when a week later, you should be starting physical therapy. Wow, that sounds great, but it also sounds, and I told the doctor, I said, wow, that sounds just like what you told me about my shoulders. He goes, yeah, I know, but we're going to see what happens when we get in there. Same thing as working out. You don't know what's going to happen until you start working out. Your body, you're going to know your body. Don't over exert yourself and don't push yourself if you don't have to. Do what you can and then rest and then start again tomorrow. And do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you have to. I was looking at different people exercising, and one person said, I think it was what was it? 10 hours a week? Oh, no, was it 2 hours a week of training, which is 30 minutes a day? No, 30 minutes, 30, 30, 30, 30. Yeah, 30. It was 2.5 hours a week. Dude, 2.5 hours a week of exercise. That's 30 minutes on Monday, 30 minutes on Tuesday, 30 minutes on Wednesday, 30 minutes on Thursday, and 30 minutes on Friday. So 30, 30, that's two, and another 30, that's 2.5 hours. So do 2.5 hours a week of exercise. And and you can now a week. There's 7 days in a week, so you can do it however you want. You can take all 7 days and you can do all those 7 days, and you can take the 7 days and you can put 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. You can do it however you want. Do 20 minutes you can do 30 minutes. If you can only do 20 minutes, then do 20 or 25 or 20, 20, however you want to do it. But it's 2.5 hours a week of exercise. Then do 22.5 hours a week. As I was looking at it, that was one of the trainers. She was an actual trainer on I don't know where we saw it. My wife and I saw it, and she said, "Do 2.5 hours a week of exercise, whether it's walking, whether it's uh, running, but moving around for 2.5 hours." I started weed eating. Lord, do you know how much exercise when you're doing yard work can give you? A lot. That's a lot of walking. Well, on my yard, we have a big yard. We have a big backyard. And weed eating is not something that you do just quickly when you have to do a whole backyard fence. It took me, I think it took me almost an hour and a half just to do the backyard weeding. That's just weed eating. And then it took me like about another 20, 30 minutes to do the front yard. Front yard is very small. No, I take it back because I have that side fence. Yeah, about 30 minutes to do the front yard. That's weed eating. So it took about a whole 2 hours to just weed eat. And that's walking the whole, just weed eating the whole thing. And that's exercise. So yeah, I started weed eating. You can go check my tube, my see I'm good at weed eating. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, you can do some good exercises. You crack me up, Aaron. But weed eating is a heck of a it's hard. But the thing is, weed eating is hard on my back too, because you got to carry that weed eater. Uh, I have an electric weed eater. I have powered batteries. I have a small battery and I have a big battery, and they're both charged. And whoo, they work. Hey, good morning, Red. How you doing? And I'm telling you, I mean, weed eating is something that can give you nice and good exercise. It's uh, it's one of those things that you can that you can get a good workout from. And don't get me wrong, Sleepy, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing okay. How was did y'all have a rough night? Yeah, so exercising, and like I said, I mean, after that, I started punching after that, I mowed the lawn and stayed up cleaning since Atlas used his popsicle to paint. Oh my God! Oh, Atlas, Picasso over here. Jeez, he's trying to paint the Sistine Chapel over here. Man, that's crazy. I'm good. I had a surprise cancellation, so now I'll start working tomorrow. Yeah, so doing a exercise routine is all. Remember, make sure that he was having fun talking and didn't realize that shaking popsicle makes a huge mess. Oh my God. Atlas, Atlas, Atlas. Look what I can do, Mommy. Look what I can do. Oh, that's crazy. But I think that when you find your rhythm and what you want to do, whether you want to hit a boxing bag, uh, you want to jump rope, you want to do sit ups and push ups, you want to run in place, want to do the bike. I start off with the bike just to kind of get my legs warmed up, and then I do jumping jacks. I do, of course, I do stretch out before. I do a little stretching. I got a medicine ball uh, that I do, and I arch my back like the cat. I didn't even think about it, but Ita tells me that's yoga. The yoga pose. Uh, but I do stretch my back out, and then I do push-ups, sit-ups. Uh, the ball weighs like 12 pounds, so I I I do that. I wanted to lose a little bit more weight before I start doing actual weightlifting. Uh, but that's me. I mean, I have a routine down. I mean, I just like I said, I want to get this knee surgery done, and then I want to get down to my weight of 200 pounds. That's my goal. That's like we talked about having goals. That's my goal. That's one of my main goals that I want to hit. I like to hit the goal that I was when I met Itza, and I really want to do that. I don't want to hit the goal where I was when I weighed 175 pounds when I retired with the military, but I don't know. I don't want to go that. I don't want to be that. I think that's too thin. And I think that damn, at that time I was a size 30. That's crazy. I don't know if I ever hit that. I don't think I ever see size 30 again. But that's beside the point. But I just want to lose. I got, like I said, I was at 312. Now I'm at 240. About 240. In between 240, 245, it goes up and down. I like to lose at least 45 more pounds, but I want to do it the right way. I don't want to lose in a month or something like that. I know I can do it. It's just I don't time frame. I don't have a time frame. Uh, I just want to get this knee fixed so that I can start the exercise, and I want to start. My diet is my dad's diet: push away from the table and eat in moderation. That's what he used to tell my sisters. Like I said earlier, my dad saw many diets come and go through my sisters, his 7 daughters. Uh, I used to laugh when he used to tell them that because I got a diet for you. It's called push away, and my sisters would laugh. What do you mean? Yeah, push away from the table. That's the diet you need to get. And I would laugh and I'd be like, "Damn, Dad." He goes, "Well, that's the way it goes, son. You need to push away from the table." He goes, "When you're full, you stop eating. You don't just keep eating just because the food is in front of you." And my dad was diabetic, like I said earlier, and he's one of those men that, even though he was diabetic, he believed that if you could work, you work, and he worked in the oil field. He was diabetic for over 50 years, and he worked in the oil field for 40. So, yeah, practically his entire career, he was a diabetic, and he shot insulin. He didn't take pills. He shot insulin, and every morning I remember him shooting insulin, and then he ate breakfast, and then he went to work. He got up at 4 o'clock every morning, and he drove his company truck that they gave him. They didn't give it to him, but that he used. He would take off. But working in the oil field, he was always walking, always climbing ladders, checking oil gauges, checking oil wells, climbing ladders, lifting heavy equipment. My dad went through explosions. He went through all kinds of stuff in the oil field, but he was always working out. He was always walking. He walked anywhere from 2 to 5 miles a day for exercise. That's not even counting what he walked in the oil field. And I worked oil field for a while. I worked as a boiler maker. I climbed up anywhere from 75 to 120 foot high towers and put trays inside them. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But they paid me a lot of money too, though, back in the days. But anyway, getting back to exercising, I just have a lot of uh I want to get. I mean, I'm motivated, but like I told Ita, I'm also frustrated. And I know my babe means well because she tells me it's not your fault that you're getting surgery. It's not you if you can't go out there and punch the bag and then you punch it for 10 minutes and then you can't walk for 2 days. Why do you want to hurt? Why do you want to go through that? And I'm like, well, at least I'm exercising. She goes, yeah, but it doesn't make sense. You of all people should know that. And then I think about it and I think, yeah, you're right. But I guess I just want to go out there and exercise. But then, like she says, what, you're gonna go out there for 30 minutes, an hour, and then you're gonna be in bed for 2 3 days because your knee is so swollen. You can't even cook for you can't even go out there and cook, and it takes you an hour to grill, and then your knee gets swelled up because you're standing up on concrete for 45 minutes to an hour and a half, and your knee looks like it's already swollen now, and I'm not even doing much. And she goes, and then you go out there, and it looks like a grapefruit after you're standing up for so long. And yeah, I tell her, don't you dare throw those reasonings at me. Don't you dare throw my reasonings at me, woman. And she laughs and she goes, well, you're the one that tells me that. So, but she's right. And I know it's not an excuse, people. It's just something that I got to do, and something that's gonna happen. That's finally gonna be taken care of. I hope on the 27th with that knee surgery, and I hope it's just an in and out procedure. I mean, surgery that they take care of the MCL, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get better at it, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get back. But I'm gonna, but by at that, but by how do you say it? But while that is happening, I still gotta watch what I eat, and that's where my babe has been coming in, and that's where my babe takes care of me and tells me, no, you can only have so much. You can only have this much portion. And sometimes she slips and she gives me a little bit more, and she tells me, no, 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 hold on. And I'm like, it was perfect. She goes, no, no, no. That taco was meant for Christian. I'm like, why did he get that taco? She goes, because that was Christian's taco, not yours. And I laugh about it, and we just laugh, and then Christian just laughs about it. He goes, why are you trying to eat my taco, Dad? I said, hey, when your mom put it on my plate. And we just laugh about it. But I know how well, I know she means well. So I, it's just frustrating because you're trying to get it. And no, I'm not, and don't get me wrong. I could tell my wife, I said, I'm not losing weight for anybody. I'm losing weight for me. That's another thing that you have to remember. You do it for you, and do it at your pace. Yes, I know. I told my wife. I said, "Yeah, I remember when I was thinner when I met you. I remember we were both thinner when we met each other." I said, "But and yeah, the attraction was always there because we were attracted to each other by first physically, and then we're attracted to each other even more when we get to know each other. But we fall in love with the person that you are, not just what you look like, but for who you are. And I tell my babe, I say, yeah, I know we're not the same person on the outside, but in the inside, we didn't change. I was told yesterday that I have a young soul, and and that made me feel good because I know I'm older than Itza, and my babe sometimes, she tells me, she goes, you're different from a lot of people than that I've talked to. I said, well, I'm me. I let you be you. She goes, and she told me that's what she loved about me, and that person that told me I had a young soul made me feel good because I don't feel old. I don't feel that I don't I look at my wife and I think, I'm older than her, but sometimes I look at her and I think I don't feel that much older than her. I think that her and I have a lot in common, but we are opposite. But I think that's why it works. But a lot of it has to do because I love her and she loves me and we understand each other. Yeah, we're not perfect, and we try and we work at it, and we've gone through, you know, hell and back at times, but we make it work and we find a way. Like I always tell her, we'll always find a way, and that's, I think, exercising and dieting, and I'll find a way. It may not come right now because it's not, but we'll figure it out. I always do, so we will. But I don't know what do y'all do? What Thank you, Aaron. What? I'm sure walking the dogs is a nice exercise. So you have your ways of. I know that's work for you, Aaron, but I know that's in a lot of ways that's a lot of exercise. That's a lot of walking. It's exercise in its own, but that's a lot of work too, though. I don't know. I think people realize they don't realize how hard it is sometimes to find a routine that fits for them. It is also exhausting, but I'm in the best shape I've been since high school. You see what I'm saying? You 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 found something that you enjoy doing, but it keeps you going. And like you said, it's exhausting, but you're in the best shape you ever been since you were in high school, and you can tell because you're always laughing, you're always smiling, and that's good. I mean, we're always laughing and smiling, but you always have to find that medium where you especially like that's your career. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, that's a lot of work. I think I think that's a lot of work. Yeah, that is awesome. I think that's pretty that's a lot of. And I know, like with Red, I know having Atlas. That's. I remember when Christian was young, man, chasing him around, playing with him, keeping him busy, going out to the park, getting on that board. Uh, it's a lot of fun though. I mean, you exercise and you're trying to keep him busy, but you also got uh, never stop running or or hiking with this kiddo. Yeah, exactly. And he never stops. And the thing is that he's in that ground where he's exploring, he's doing all this, and you're going, but you also have work. You also have uh, 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 your home stuff. You also you're doing your cooking. You're doing your cleaning. You're doing your husband's working full time. You're working part time. I mean you're working full time, and then you're working part time home. You're working. I mean, you're doing everything. You're y'all women in general have a job no matter what, and I think men need to understand. And I'm not talking that men don't have a job with at home either, because some men don't have a woman or a significant other that they have to do everything too. They have to wash, they have to clean, they have to uh, uh, clean, the house. They have to do all that stuff. But women that are married and the husband that's worked full time, yes, they help with the children. I understand that. But let's just face it, women do more of the work than we men do. The kids go to their mom, go to mom more than they come to the dad. It has nothing to do with I don't love daddy or I don't want to be with dad. It's just that mom is always there for. It's that's just facts. And you moms are the greatest of all. Y'all women. I have 7 sisters. Like I said, all of them have kids except for my younger sister. But y'all, all of them, I've seen them, and he comes to me first. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that we're just built that way. We're just it's just nature. I mean, we go to mom. I mean, and it's weird because I every time I used to joke with I joke with Christian. I say, hey, when you become a professional athlete, just one time when you get into the camera, I know you're gonna say hi, mom. Just one time when you say hi, mom, just look at the camera and say, hey, what's up, dad? One time, and it'll make my day. And he starts laughing. And I say, but I understand. And what I'm getting to is that every time somebody looks at the camera, what's the first thing they say? Hi, mom. And it has nothing to do with I don't love you, dad. It's just that we come from our mom. We were with our mom. Some of us, not all 9 months. Some of us more than 9 months, a little bit more. Some of us less because they're premature or they came out a little bit early, like Christian did. Hey, Dad. Thanks, Aaron. But you know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy that in most instances it's always hi, mom, and it's not that they're being ugly. It's just that it's nature. Atlas refused to go. You see, Atlas was like, nope. It's nice and cozy condo. I don't have to pay for anything. I'm staying, baby. I am staying here. I had to be induced after my due date. He was funny. Oh, Atlas. Atlas found the home. He's like, nah. I'm just gonna stay in on. I'm just gonna stay in here and Oh man, that's crazy. That's funny though. Oh, Atlas. Atlas just decided to say, nah, I'm good in here. I'm good to go, Mom. Thanks anyway. Wow, that is. Ita was telling me about that. I was like, wow, that is. Oh, Atlas. Now I'm big, and he was a big boy too, wasn't he? Man, and he's tall too. Wow. Oh, Atlas boy. Yep. almost 10 pounds. Jeez. And now look at him. Oh, man. A little smart addict like his mom. My nephew was forcefully evicted. You're out of here. Joe Bag of Donuts had to go over there and say, hey, you're out of here. Get out of here. How you doing? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I tell you, man, it's just it's just amazing. Kids are amazing. They amazing. Like I said, that if he got any bigger, that they were worried that I would need medical. Oh my God, to get him out, since I am tall but petite. Man, girl, that is the ultrasound guessed his weight at 12 pounds. I'm so glad they were wrong. Oh my God, girl, 12, man, and being tall, petite. Can you imagine? No, you don't want to imagine him being 12 pounds. Boy, you got some stories to tell him when he gets older. Oh, I can already see you. There's just called him Bubba. Oh yeah, oh Bubba, come here, Bubba. Boy, I tell you what, Red, you got some stories to tell him. I can already hear it when he gets older. Boy, do you know what I had to do to have you? I tell you what. Oh man, that's funny. Damn, oh Atlas, holding up the world. As big as he is, he probably could hold up the world. Hey, Dragon, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Good morning. Glad you're here. Yeah, that's I did crunches the entire time because I was determined to get him out. You're coming out, Bubba. You're coming out, boy. I don't care. You did not pay rent this month. Go on get. Go on. Get her done. Go on get. Dragon is here. Put a little arrow right here. Dragon is right here. Somewhere right here. Right here. Right here. Oh man, I tell you. You know, I having sisters makes you you know I'll I'll tell you, having sisters really a lot of things having sisters, but having sisters really, I appreciate it. They were a pain, you know. We argued, we fought, brother sister things, blah blah blah, this and that. But they always told me, he was so active with all the doctor and such. Every time I got it checked up, he would kick them or measure the the measuring equipment. Oh my God, dude, that list, I tell you, that boy. Well, even now he's so talkative. He talks a lot. Ita showed me that video you sent her about, hi Uncle Joe, how hi pizza, and he was laughing. Hi, Aunt Joe, Uncle Pizza, and oh my God, he was so funny. And then he laughed because he knew he said it the wrong way. I was like, that boy, come on, just like his mom, little smart aleck. Yeah, he is. He's just like his mom. Came out like his mom. That's why. But I tell you about women. I mean, like my sisters. Yes, we Yeah, he gets it from. Yeah, he does get it from you. Well, one thing that my sisters taught me was always be courteous, always compliment, never hit a woman. Uh, if you have a date, open the door for her. Tell her she looks pretty. Tell her she looks beautiful. Tell her she looks nice in whatever she's wearing. You know, I learned a lot of stuff from my sisters. Uh, and I think, like I told Nita, I think that's what helps me when I talk to people, when I used to talk to girls. I never had a problem with it because I would actually ask my sisters, you know, how I don't know, well, you just go up there and talk to them, and I would, and yeah, I got shot down a lot. Don't get me wrong, got shot down a lot. You know, hey, no, I don't want to go out with you. Okay, but like I told my son, and I told Christian, I said, don't play these little games. Just go up to them and I ask them, hey, you know, when you want to go out, and if they tell you no, okay, well, you know, I just wanted to ask you, you know, and we could still be friends and whatever, and then just go on and take it as that's just the way it goes, you know. Don't you know? I wasn't one of those that played these games that, well, you know, I like her, don't like. Hey, one or two things, either she is or she's not. And what I did used to tell my sisters was, a lot of times was, hey, why are you wearing so much makeup? You don't need makeup, you know. But that's what I used to say. And I used to say, well, you don't need makeup. You're so pretty. Don't. Oh, really? You yes, you don't need makeup. Yeah, I understand. You need a little bit. You know, you want to put a little bit of makeup. I understand that, but why you put so much on? You don't need that much makeup. Just a little bit. You know. Okay. And I think when I met Itza, she didn't have much makeup at all, and I used to tell her, she goes, "Oh, I don't have makeup." I said, "I don't care. You don't need makeup. You don't need to put on makeup just to impress me. I don't need women that need makeup. I want, you know, if I see the real you, then that's fine. I mean, that's okay. And I don't, and that's okay if you want makeup. I don't, I'm fine with that, and that's good. I mean, that's okay. But what I learned from my sisters is that being courteous and being truthful and being honest with them was the best thing, so that way you can either move on or you can keep talking to them. I put on makeup for my birthday and such because I love painting my face. It's like an art form. Yeah, you see, and that's what my and it's funny that it's not funny. It's amazing you say that because my sisters say that, but it's too much effort otherwise. Yeah, it is. But you eats us the same way. She goes, man, that's a lot of work, because she watches some of these girls on the internet. They put makeup on and stuff, and she goes, I don't know, man, that's a lot of work. And and I think, and I'm not saying, like I said, put makeup on. That's fine. I don't, you know, but I think that some women go way overboard, and this is my opinion. I'm just putting it out there. Some women get mad at me, but I used to tell some of the girls in the military, and some of the girls used to tell, "Oh, hey, Reese, you think I'm? You think?" I said, "Girl, you don't need that much makeup, girl. Just put a little bit, then you look fine." And then they would go back in, put a little bit of makeup. I said, "You see? Look how good you look." Ah, oh, thanks, Reese. Yo, you're all right. To get the looks I want, I need like 15 products, and I don't have the patience for that. You see, I think that some women, you know, they overdo the. Now I understand you need those products, and I understand that, but you don't cake it on. You just put a little bit of here, a little bit of each product, and it looks beautiful. Like Itza, when she puts on makeup, oh my God, she's gorgeous now, but she just becomes super gorgeous, and I'm like, wow, babe, it looks awesome, and, you know. But like I tell her, she says, I said, but to me, you don't need it, but that's up to you, and it's up to the woman. But I think sometimes some women don't need that much makeup. It's just like you said. It's like an art, a little touch up here and there, and you look wow. It's like wow. And my wife, when she puts on makeup, I get out of the room. You know, when I'm out of the room and then I walk back in there, it's like wow. Who are you? I don't think my wife's gonna like that. There's another woman in our bedroom, so to speak. And then she starts, oh, quit it, laughing and all that. But I'm just saying that, you know, there's things like that. I'm with you. I'm only have the energy to do makeup if I have an event or something to go to. Miss days, I go natural. I can barely get dressed in this. That's the way I am, Aaron. I don't put makeup on in the mornings because I sometimes with Cup of JoJo makes me I'm always in a hurry. I'm always late. Makeup is to women how beards are to men. When my husband shaves, he looks like a 12-year-old. I don't know how I look with makeup. I just have no patience. And you know what? I know how you feel about the beard. Itza hates it when I shave because yes, I'm older. Obviously, I'm older than Denver, but uh, when I shave my beard, she freaks out. She goes, "What the hell?" She goes, "Babe, you better grow that thing back quick." I said, "Well, I can put my Santa Claus beard on if you want me to, but it's just that practically, if I let it grow out, I look like Santa Claus." Uh, you know, I used to just have the goatee, but then I let the beard grow, and she doesn't want me to shave it, and I understand that, and I think makeup is good, but I think I mean, my opinion, I think too much makeup is is way too much. I mean, so, and when and I hope y'all understand what I mean by too much makeup. If Heck never shaved his beard, I would faint. I've seen the pictures of him before he had it. I can't say I would have swiped right. Poor Heck. Hey, don't talk about Heck. Leave him alone. We are all Vikings here. We do not shave our beards. That's so funny that I never thought I would have a. Seriously, I never thought of growing a beard. Uh, I don't know. I just never thought of growing the beard. I just Ita told me, hey, why don't you just let it grow out? So I let it grow out, and she just kind of like never shaved once, and I was like, you look like a baby. As what Ita, my sisters told me that. One of my sisters told me, uh, she looked at me. She goes, "Damn, bro, you shaved that beard, and you look." She actually told me you look 10 years younger, and you look like a baby's butt. Your face. I was like, thanks a lot, girl. She goes, no, you. It's just so different now. You need to just you need to grow it. You need to And then Nita laughed and uh, hey, Dragon. Jimmy, he looks like a teenager even now. He shaved once, nice and sore off. Sore off. Hasn't done it since. Oh, Red. Poor Denver. He's a Viking for life. No, I don't know. Like I said. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Aaron. I'm glad all y'all are here. I'm glad everybody's here. It's fun. It's fun to talk to y'all. It's made my day. Friday. Uh, uh, Talking about everything under the sun, so to speak. But yeah, having a beard is good. I like it. I sometimes let it go, but me personally, I like to trim it. I like to shave it. I mean, nice and trim. I do need to get a haircut. I like my high and tight. I'm a high and tight person that likes to get my military high and tight haircut. Uh, and especially before my surgery, because I know once I get surgery, I won't be able to go too many places. I won't be able to do much. So, Itza normally cuts my hair. She actually cuts my hair. So, she'll probably cut my hair again. She does a good job. She cuts it high and tight. Uh, but yeah, have a good day, Aaron. Have a wonderful day. Take care. So we have eats about a raise. I mean, we actually bought a hair trimmer and they were, bought the shave to cut my hair and everything. So she does all that good stuff. And like she always says, well, if I mess up, I'll just shave your head, which sounds good to me. I don't really care. But she does a good job. But I just, I feel better today, and I thank all of y'all for that. I really do. And today's a good day. Today's a Friday. Uh, I can't believe it's already Friday. I can't believe it's the 8th already. Man, April 8th. My nephew's birthday's today. I wished him a happy birthday earlier. I don't know how old he is today. Anyway, it's his birthday today. I have another nephew's birthday on the 24th, but today is Matthew's birthday. But no, it's been a wild week. Starting, and I'm glad I'm back to Cup of JoJo. I miss doing this. I really miss doing Cup of JoJo. It's kind of tough sometimes because I don't know uh thank you, Dragon. I'll tell him happy birthday. His name's Matthew. He's I don't know how old he is. He's a great dad. He's a great nephew. He's an awesome nephew. Uh, he's a brother. He has four brothers. I mean, three other brothers. He has twin brothers. His older brother Joseph. I mean, they're all good kids. My sister has four boys. Uh, they're all good boys. But they're all over 6 feet tall, man. They're all monsters. They're beautiful, wonderful kids, though. They're all good, great kids. Uh, it's like I was saying. It's great to be back with Cup of JoJo. I mean, I did miss Monday and Tuesday for the reasons for you. Well, y'all know, and it's just one of those things that what do you do? And but I do miss doing Cup of JoJo. I mean, I did miss doing it. I do love doing this, but sometimes I don't know what to talk about. But then when I get on here, and y'all are so helpful in what we talk about and what things that we say and what we talk about. Uh, we just go different ways, and it's pretty cool. I like it, and I want to thank everybody that has shown up for this stream. Uh, it's pretty awesome. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are great supporters. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for watching. It's just been a great morning so far. So I want to thank y'all. I really do. Uh, Dragon, Red, Aaron. I know she had to go back to work. My wife, Uh, she comes in and out. I think she's half asleep sometimes, but I love her. Oh, thank you, Golly. Thank you, girl. I really appreciate that. Jeez. Some more bits from Red. You are always giving bits. A bit here, a bit there. 20 more bits from Shadow. Uh, she showed some love. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You are awesome. I do want to say last night Dragon we played we played some Fortnite last night. Dragon was herself. She was you know she was awesome. Uh, in her own way. Right, Dragon? We did win a game, and she was herself. She was oh, Dragon! I tell you, boy, Dragon was my God. Oh man, it was funny. It's so it was good because it kept us it kept my mind occupied. But that Dragon, you are my God. That girl, Itza and I would be over here trying to do something. All of a sudden, this big bus comes out of nowhere, and it's Dragon driving the bus, knocking everything down, and we're over here going, all right, she got the bus. The bus has guns in it, on it. No, sorry guys, I ran out of gas, and then we're in the rain, and I'm like, really, Dragon? Somehow I won a solo last night with the crown by stealing someone's crown and then hiding in the bush. I gotta show off. Oh my God, Dragon, you are awesome. I tell you. Sure, win a solo on your own, but don't help us much. Good job, Dragon. Nah, she did awesome. We did win a trio last night. Dragon helped us out. Oh my God, she she cracked me up. Oh man, but we had a good time though. It was fun. It was like, oh my God. And then her and Itza played some other crazy games, while I watched the martial arts Korean movie. Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was good. It was great. It was a good thing. We had a lot of fun last night. I still have that crown. I haven't played anything. I haven't played too much Fortnite. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, we tried to save Dragon quite a few times, but she runs. She's like what's that? She's what's that? What's that word that they use when a child is fighting with the parents, and uh, you can never what's that? You can't control them, and then they go off to a different. You tell them not to do something, but they just go and do it anyway. What's I can't think of the word, but uh, Ita and I would go one way, and then Dragon would go totally the opposite, and we were like, "Oh, there she goes." What's that? Anyway, it was so funny because okay, we're over here. Then all of a sudden, well, I'm gonna go fish over here, and I'm like, "Oh man, this girl." And Nita and I would go one way, and then Dragon would go the other way, and we're like, "Oh, sorry guys, I got shot." Oh my God. Well, we can't go get you right now, Dragon. It's okay. I'll just watch y'all right now. Oh my God. Man, it was just so funny. We would just be like, She was rebelling against us, I think. That's what it was. It was like a child rebelling against their parents. We're over here trying to go into the circle, and Dragon's over here going one the other way. Doing all. I said, "Oh my God, that's yeah, that is it was like so funny." It was like, okay, no Dragon, and I'm over here going, Dragon, stop right here. Nope, there goes Dragon. I said, my God, I told her to stop right here, and then, where's she at? Nope, she keeps on going. I said, yeah, just attract more enemies, Dragon. It's okay. Why not? What the, what? Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Just keep on running. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just gonna go fishing. Yep, exactly. Oh, it was so funny. It was like, oh my God, Ethan and I couldn't stop laughing. We were just laughing, and we were shooting and laughing at the same time. But we we did pretty well though. I mean, we got top 10 a lot of times. We got blown up by tanks. We rode a tank. We blew up a tank. We did pretty well. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But we did win one, so that was a lot of fun. Uh, and all three of us were together. And when we won, I told Dragon, I told her, I said, you see what happens when we all stick together? I mean, it was just like talking to your child and letting them know, you see what happens when we do things right? But nope, the next game she rebelled with Ita because that's when we stopped playing. Well, that's when I stopped playing. I wanted to end it on a good note because I knew something was going to go wrong. But nah, it was just fun. It was late already, so I decided that I wanted to watch a movie, so uh, I started watching a movie, and then they kept playing some other games, and they had fun. And it was pretty funny. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Oh man, yeah, we won the one where I went fishing. Yeah, and we did. That was so funny because she went fishing, and it was like, what the hell? But we met up with her in the bush, and then we kept going, and then we ended up winning that one. And it was funny, but it was like, there goes that rebellious child of ours. Jesus, here we go again. Oh my God, that was fun. Itza was just laughing. She goes, there she goes. Yep, there she goes. There's no controlling that girl. But it was funny though. Had a lot of fun. Uh, it took it just one of those days that one of those nights that I think we both need it. Itza and I need it. Just to kind of, because we hadn't played Fortnite since the last time we played with Dragon when it first started. Really played. I know Itza and Dragon had played, and I hadn't really played Fortnite, and we just, yeah, it'd been a while, so I just, we just hadn't played. And I don't know if I want to play Cassandra today. I don't know if it's gonna be today. I want to see what each is gonna be doing. I don't know if she wants to maybe I like to play Rogue. I've been playing that one off and on. I like Rogue, so I might stream Rogue today. See what Itza wants to do. So that's a good game. I like that game. But anyway, we've been doing we've been having a good time doing that stuff. So uh, but anyway, getting to the fact of what we should be talking about, but we don't want to talk about, is the D&E word, diet and exercising. I wish we could run as fast. I wish we could run like we did in Fortnite last night. Maybe we would be diet and exercising. Eating fruits and drinking uh, 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 their their little drinks, and also running like they run. That'd be good exercise. But no, but we had fun. It's a lot of fun. But I just wish we could get a good you know exercise. Well, like I said, once I get my knee surgery, that's my exercise. My exercise is gonna be is getting on the bike, stretching out. The bike is mostly what I learned when I was getting on there is getting on the bike for about 15 minutes, and then loosening up your legs, and then stretching for about another 10 minutes, stretching, loosening up your thing, and then I would do jumping jacks, and then I would do jump rope, and then after jump rope, I'd go straight to the boxing, hitting the bag for about uh, just depends 5, 10, 15 minutes, and just hitting it, not going crazy, but just boxing, hitting the bag, and then doing about 30 minutes of it. The whole, that's just the bag, the jumping rope, the thing you're doing. You're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour being out there doing all that stretching and all that, but really getting your cardio and getting your heart rate to go up is when you're losing calories, is when you're doing jump rope, when you're jumping jacks, and then going into the boxing mode, and hitting the bag, just jab, jab, swing, and then uppercut and whatever, using your leg, hitting it with your legs, and just exercising for a little bit, just doing a little bit of it, nothing. And then we have a treadmill, which we can do inside. I don't want to take that treadmill outside. Uh, and then do the treadmill. You can walk on that for about 30 minutes a day. I mean, well, not a day, but if you don't want to go outside, you can just walk that for 30 minutes. And you can do that, like I said, it's 2.5 hours a week. That you can put that for 30 minutes a day. Or you can do that. You don't do it in one day and then say, okay, I've stopped working out. But if you can do, and I'm talking doing cardio for 2.5 hours a week, not, you know, not just stretching for 2.5 hours a week, because that's not, stretching's not going to get you your heart rate pumping up. You don't want to just stretch out and, okay, I've done that for two. No, you want to get your heart rate pumping up. Now, yes, I've had heart rate, but my heart rate used to go up without me doing anything. That's why I had uh, uh, surgery. I mean, 7-hour procedures on my heart twice because I was having a problem with it. But it's different when you're out there doing exercises. That's, I've talked to my cardiologist, and yes, I can do exercises, but because of my knee, it swells up. I can't do much of anything because I'm moving around, and it's tweaking it, messing it up more. But the thing is that when you're out there and you're moving around, and you're punching the bag, and you're doing this, and you're pumping up your arm, gets your heart rate up. Your heart rate's going up. When you get your heart rate up to 140, 150, and it stays like that for a good amount of time, your calories, you're losing calories. Well, that's good. Then after that, you go into a slow down of, get down and start stretching a little bit and just cool down. But count the time that you're on the bag or on a treadmill for the whole 2.5 hours for the week. But do what you want to do. If you just want to walk for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, then do it like that. But remember, there's 7 days in a week. You can do the 2.5 hours a week. Now, I got that 2.5 hours a week, like I said earlier, from uh, an actual trainer on online. She was talking about if you could do 30 minutes a day and 5 days a week, that's 2.5 hours a week. Exercise for 2.5 hours a week, pick your days, and you can lose weight, and you can lose weight the right way. But you got to eat in moderation. Your dieting of the food is so much of what you eat in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, you can eat snacks in between, but you got to watch what you eat. Now, I'm not one of those guys that's going to tell you you got to eat calories, count your calories. I don't count calories. The hell with that. And that's not me. That's not what I do. What you do want to do is you want to eat in moderation. Like my dad used to say, push away from the table. When you feel yourself full, stop. Then you kind of wait, and you can wait, and you can eat. You can eat an apple. You can eat grapes. You can eat. I buy watermelons and I cut it up and I put it in the refrigerator, and then I eat pieces of watermelon or cantaloupe, or I eat grapes, or I eat strawberries. Yes, and that's natural sugars. Now you got to remember that's a lot of natural sugar. So it's not like I eat the whole darn thing, but I put it. I get a little bowl. My wife has little salsa bowls for salsa, uh, chili or whatever you want to call it, and I'll put that in there, and you can put like maybe 3 or 4 strawberries in there, and I'll eat those strawberries, and that curves that appetite. So I'm good to go with that, and that's how we did it. That's how we did it. Instead of eating 5 tacos, I'll eat two, and I was cutting back. So when I started this in August of last year, before my knee went out, in the latter part of October, November, I had gone from 260 to about 238 pounds. So I had lost quite a few pounds doing. But then not only did my knee started going out, my heart rate started going up again to 298. From my heart rate is normally in the 60s, 50s and 60s. I have low heart rate to begin with. So it went up from that to almost 198 to 200 beats per minute. And that wasn't good. So they had to redo the procedure again in December. So I had to stop exercising. And yes, that frustrated me because I was starting to lose weight. And my weight, my goal, like we talked about goals last time, my goal is to hit 200 pounds or 205. I like to hit 200 pounds. I met Itza when I was weighing about 205, 210, somewhere around there. Uh, but I like to get down to about 200. Doctors wanted me to about 175, 180. I said, no, I don't think so. I don't know. I just don't feel like I want to be maybe about 200, 210. I think I'd be okay with that. So I'm a mindless muncher. I have to keep snacks away from the TV or my workstation. Yeah, I can eat a whole bag and I exactly. And you know what, Red? I'm like that too. If I have a bag of pretzels, I love pretzels. Oh my God, I love pretzels. It doesn't have to be with beer or it doesn't have to be with any kind of alcohol anymore. It used to be beer and peanuts. And I'm talking about the peanuts that you open with the shell, or just cashews or mixed peanuts or whatever, but mostly the shell peanuts. My God, you don't even think about it. You're just like, and all the pretzels, and you're watching TV, and all of a sudden, oh my God, I ate the whole, what the? And he's just like, you don't have any more pretzels? I said, I think you ate them all. I didn't even have any. And then, of course, I laugh and I joke around, but yeah, I'm like you, girl. It is like, oh my God, it's such a bad habit that I have to, I put them in a little bowl now so that I can take the bag away, or else I'll eat them all. And it's like so bad. I do the same thing with cookies. I got to stop. But it's so frustrating because I can't. I have to stop because I went to go help. Okay, the day we went to go help my father-in-law cut the lawn. Excuse me. Christian was cutting the grass. Right, Christian was on the riding lawnmower. My- Bless my son. He helps. Get away, Dad. Get out. I took the tractor out of my father-in-law's shed. Right, took it out. We got it ready to go. I gave Christian just real quick, because this is the way he turned out. He go, oh, okay, it's a little different than ours at home. Yeah, it wasn't too much different, but it's a little different. But anyway, he takes off. He starts cutting it. Well, me, I want to make sure he's doing okay. I followed him. My father has about a quarter acre, or a little bit more, about half acre, and it's like, man, I follow him, and I'm like, I should not have walked back and forth. And the next day, my knees like, poof. It started later that night, but my knee just started boom, 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 and it just and I, I'm thinking, well, this is a good day because I can walk. I can go out there and I can walk behind him and I can do a little bit of exercise. And I felt good because I was doing something. And I thought, man, I can actually do something here. But I'm just so glad that Christian was able to finish the yard, and he did all the inside of the house, and then I did part of the where her car, my mother-in-law's Lexus was parked, and his truck was parked because I didn't want Christian to rocks or anything to hit the car. So, and then I did the outside. It wasn't that big. I just drove. I rode out the outside. I didn't want any cars to. And there's a lot of traffic, so I didn't want any traffic to come in. I didn't want him to hit any cars out there. So I did that part. Only took like 15 minutes, and then we parked. I put the lawnmower back in the shed. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, man, I got some good exercise today. Came home, showered, did all that good stuff. I felt pretty good. I said, man, this is all right. Crazy me. My leg, my knee just. But it just goes to show you that I knew something was wrong with my knee, and then I had a face to face with my nurse like, last week, and she talked to me and she said when did the knee start hurt? I said the knee's been hurting for 5 6 years. It's been hurting for a long time. She kind of like, I don't know what she was chasing after, but she tells me, you started exercising in August. I said, yeah. She goes, do you think that uh, I said, wait a minute, before you get there, I said, don't think that because I started exercising in August, punching on boxing, because she said, so you started boxing, and I started hitting the bag in August. I said, but don't think that because I started in August that I messed up my knee. Just August and September and October, that knee was already, all I did to that knee is I woke it up, and I'm not. She goes, no, 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 no. I said, no, 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 no. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I'm telling you right now, my knee was already hurt, was already injured before that time. It's already been documented that my knee was already. I had already gone through pain management. I gone through pain through therapy. I said, so this knee has been messed up for over 5 6 years through the VA, that the VA knows. It'd been messed up when I was in the army, so it was messed up when I was active duty. It messed up when I was in the with the VA. So what? No, I'm not trying to say. I said I don't care what you're trying to say, but I think I don't know if she was trying to say, and I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying that it kind of made me feel like she thought because I was out there exercising that the MCL was torn within that couple of months that I was moving around, and I told Each, I said I wasn't moving around that much where the MCL could have been torn. That ACL was already messed up before it even started. And it irks me sometimes that some of these nurses and these doctors don't listen to you, because my dad and my mom always said nobody knows your body but you. And I hope that you understand that. Nobody knows your body but you. A doctor can tell you one thing, but if you feel, and I've learned this through the time that I've got out of the military, my shoulders and my back and my legs have been hurting ever since I got out of the military. And that's been years. But they don't listen to you. They So you exercise and you try to lose the weight and you try different exercises because you go one way and your knee or your ankles or your shoulders or your back or your neck hurts so much that you're trying different ways of exercising. You're trying different ways of, okay, well, maybe I do it this way. But all we're doing is hurting you. So that's why I tell you, you have to exercise and you have to make sure that your body can can take or endure what you're doing. Just because that one person in front of you or beside you or one of your friends or your loved one know is doing one thing doesn't mean that you can do it. Remember, when you start exercising, exercise at your level, at what you think. If you're at level 0, then do it at your level. If you can only do 3 sit-ups, then do 3 sit-ups. When you get comfortable at doing 3 sit-ups, then add one more. Do the fourth sit-ups. When you get comfortable at doing the fourth one, then do the fifth one. Everybody is different, and we start off exactly that is so hard for people to get into their head. They want to start off as, oh no, man, I'm Superman. I'm the guy that can. No, I don't care how good you are. The only person you compete with, exactly, and that's what I do. That's what I tell people. I'm competing with Papa Jojo. I'm competing with Joe. That's it. Well, I can do 50 push-ups. Hey, I'm happy for you. One day I hope to get there, because when I was in the military, I could do 120 push-ups in 2 minutes, but I was 18, I was 19 years old. I was 24 years old. I was 22. I was young. And I thought I was a badass. And guess what? Look at me now. I could probably do 10 push-ups. And that's it. I think I did when I was doing the YouTube, my IF and hate exercising, I think I got up to 25 push-ups when I was doing it. And I was struggling. Oh my God, I was shaking my arm, but I was doing the correct push-ups. And I was proud of them too, because I started doing them. When I started doing them, I was only doing like 10. I got to 12, I got to 15, 18, but I was proud of them too. But that's what the main thing is, you're competing with you. And I think that's the hardest thing that people have to understand, is that you have to do what your body says it can do. I started jump roping, and I remember when I used to jump rope 4,000 jump ropes a day, and it came easy to me. It was no big deal. I was doing jump ropes, and I wasn't doing the fancy where you cross, and I was just doing jump ropes, just backward jump roping, frontward jump roping. I was doing 25, 30 jump ropes. Then I went to uh, 40 jump ropes, then 50. When I got to 100 jump ropes, I was so proud of myself. And that's all I would. That's it. I think I got up to like 125 jump ropes. I think that's about it. Might have gone a little bit more, but I think I did. And I did them in splurts. Like I did 70, I did 60, then I did another 20, then I did another 25, and I stopped. Jumping jacks, the same thing. And but I did it in my thing. But I think doing the jumping jacks and doing the jump rope, and then getting ready to do the bag and all that, my knee started I started pounding the knee. I started hitting the knee. It started and I think it woke it up. I think it agitated it, and it just said, dude, you're not ready for this. And it told me that I'm not gonna do this no more. So my body said that my knee was not ready, because come October, it started messing up a little bit. And then in November, not only did my knee swell up to a grapefruit size, uh, my heart rate started pounding again. I had a few nights where I was few days where I was in on the bed and my heart rate went from 52 to 130 and I wasn't doing anything, then to 160 and I was just sitting there watching TV and I could feel my heart just pounding. Just and Itza could see and she looked I take off my shirt and she could see my chest where it was just she could see my chest pounding. And then it would last for about 45 minutes to an hour and then it would calm down. There's different exercises that I had to do. Hold my breath, squint, do like, and then do that so it could try to stop the heartbeat. Yeah, it's scary, very scary. Uh, and then again, it would happen again. And then one day it happened late night. It happened the night and it lasted for about 8 hours. And they need to call the ambulance that next morning. That morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, the ambulance came. Because if they would have, she would have called, and maybe, and yeah, maybe it was crazy because it was come and go. It would come and go. It would come and go. And then that morning she called the ambulance. They came in and she wondered, why is the ambulance still in front? And I told this story earlier before some other people got here. But it was outside and she wondered, why is that ambulance still out there? Well, I was at I was at 198 to 203 beats per minute. That my heart was beating so fast. They put an IV in me, and that guy looks at me. He goes, Mr. Reese, hey, what's going on? It was the same paramedic that came the last time. He even knew the house. He knew my wife. He knew me. He knew my son. He goes, we'll take care of him. Don't worry about it, Mr. Reese. I know him. I know he's a veteran. This guy was a veteran too. So he looked at me. He goes, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. So he takes the IV. He takes this needle, and it has some medicine. I don't know what the medicine was called, but the medicine, when they shoot you up, he goes, have you had this medicine before? It's going to stop your heart completely for about 5 to 7 seconds. And then it's going to start again. It should start again. And I'm like, yes, I know. I've had it before. So he shoots up that medicine. It stops your heart, and then your heart stops pumping again after about 7 seconds. So for about 5 to 7 seconds, you're practically dead. And then it pops up and it starts pumping. But it brings down your heartbeat from like 203 beats per minute to about 90. And then it brings it down to back to 70 to 60. And then it starts pumping back. So what happened was my heartbeat was so bad that they had to bring it down. I could have had a heart attack, and who knows? But the thing is that with that, I explained it to I explained it earlier. What that feeling is when you're watching a movie and an explosion happens and you see the TV, the people on the TV, and everybody's in slow motion. You see people just running, and you see the explosion in the background, but you see people in slow motion coming toward the the screen at you when you're watching it. That's how I felt things happening to me. I felt like I was watching it from above me. I mean, it was weird. It was, and it happened. I had that thing done to me like 4 times already, and that is the most scariest thing. I mean, one of the most scariest things that I have felt, and it's not something that I would hope on anybody because that stuff is not something that you want, and that completely stops your heart. So when I went to the emergency, they took an EKG and they actually saw where the heart was, and then that's when my doctor came in, my cardiologist came in. He goes, set him up. December 30th, we're gonna do another procedure on you. So they have to give me medication to keep my heart rate down, and that's when I had to take the medication, and everything else from there is history. But that's the kind of exercising that I had. That's the kind of stuff I've been dealing with, and not exercising. So that's when you know that you're. What I'm trying. The reason I tell you this is because you have to know your body, and you have to understand what your body can and cannot go through. Do not be scared to call and go to an emergency, even if it's Even if they tell you you are going to be okay, or it's it's heartburn, or it's whatever, be safe. Better be safe than sorry. Because, you know, there's sometimes that there's one guy, uh, didn't put his. I use a CPAP. It hurt. It was a girl's dad went to sleep, didn't put his CPAP on, and he passed away. When you don't get enough, it's just, the reason you wear a CPAP, which people laugh at it because it's cover. Well, some cover your whole mouth. I use the one that just covers your nose. It puts air through your nose so that you can breathe. When you have sleep apnea, like me, what happens is that you stop breathing for a minute or so, and your body is wanting oxygen, and you can't get oxygen, and you stop breathing, and you're choking on you. You're actually dying, and people don't understand that. Well, what the CPAP does, it shoots air through your nose or through your and the reason people put it through your mouth is because you you open your mouth, but you shouldn't. I don't open my mouth when I sleep. I'm used to it, so I have the nose CPAP, and when I'm breathing in, there's air going into my body, so I'm okay sleeping. Well, this man didn't use his that night, and he had a heart attack and he died. So when I go to sleep at night, and if I take a nap during the day, anytime, even if I'm on my lazy boy, Itza brings the CPAP, and well, she don't bring. She tells me get up, go to the room, and go to sleep, and then I put my CPAP on. And that was before this happened, but because I've already been told by the doctors that if you don't use your CPAP, you can have a heart attack and die. It's once again, this I tell you this because you have to know your body in whatever you do. Exercise and dieting is one thing. And yes, I can lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. And losing weight is an important part of our life structure because if you don't, you can have so many physical ins- uh, 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 abilities, just wrong things with you. It can lead to diabetes. My dad was diabetic. My mom wasn't. But my mom and dad had heart failure. So I already have that. Okay? I have asthma. That doesn't help. But it doesn't stop me from exercising. It doesn't stop me from going out there and cutting the grass because I got to cut the grass. I don't have to, but I do because it's exercising. I can ask my son to go do it, but it's what do I do? It's not that my son doesn't want to go and do it. He does it, but I want to do it because I want to exercise. So, like I'm telling you, do not let what's happened to you, stop you from doing exercising because you're only going to get worse. Believe me, I know. At over 300 pounds, I was sick of myself. I was sick. I had a heart attack. Believe me, people, when diet and exercise is not in your routine, in your daily routine or your daily habits, you're only going to get sicker. And it's scary. It is a terrible feeling to have your heart and your pounding and tightening it up, and then looking at your wife and your son and then fainting and not knowing why. And then all of a sudden you're in an ambulance and the guy telling you you're a lucky man. And then you're in your hospital for a week. You got they go through your growing now, put a stents, to put all this stuff in you, and then you're like, and I was only in my 40s, late 40s. So you got to think about everything. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? Pat 2208. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. But you got to work on what you think is right for you, because if you don't, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like I said, and dieting exercise and dieting is not what you want. It's what you want to do, okay? Yeah, no way, dude. Sorry, Pat. I'm not into that, dude. Thanks for the compliment, but no. Sorry, man. Thank you, but no thanks. Itza. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Eve. All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Can't believe that, man. People come in and do that kind of stuff. But then again, oh man, I tell you. Anyway, I'll be right back. I got to pause for the cause. I shall return. I'll be right back. Too bad it's not a girl. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, babe. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, can you believe that? Getting hit on the World Wide Web. Well, what can I say? Anyway, was that you dragging undercover? Anyway, like I was saying, it's just hard for some people to get into the exercise and the dieting, but we have to try it. Shoot, you're killing me, girl. But we have to work on it. We have to try, no matter what. You gotta find a way, and we will. We'll find a way, and we'll get with it. We'll talk more about this, as I go along making these Papa, Cup of JoJo. There's gonna be some more time, hopefully, and I know that. What is this? We're gonna be. Uh, let's see. We have next week. We got 2 weeks, and then I think it's the 25th, which is a Monday. That's the 25th. Uh, the week of the 25th, which is a Monday. That's the week I got to go to the hospital, and I gotta pre-register, and then Tuesday I'll probably do after I pre-register. I'll probably come back, do the Cup of JoJo. It'll be later on in the afternoon, and then Tuesday I'll do it, and then Wednesday, the 27th, I have my surgery, and depending what they find, uh, who knows? I may be in the bed on the 28th, and maybe I'll show off my knee on the Thursday after I come back. I don't know. I'll probably be all, you know, messed up. Uh, but I may not be able to. I don't know. Depends. I probably won't be able to do anything, but I might have a week there, and then I'll have to start going to therapy. And I'll probably just tell them in the afternoon. I won't. I'll go in the afternoon to therapy because I don't want to do it early morning. Uh, it'd be better for me to do it in the afternoon. So that way I can do that. What was that, babe? I didn't even see that scar. What was that? Anyway, so I can see that. So that way I can. Oh, that scar. That's funny. Yeah, so you can see the scar. Yeah. So anyway, so I can at least uh, do that. So. Uh, uh, oh, okay. That you are going to show the scar. Yeah, I'll show the scar of the knee. But nah, I'm just see what happens if it has one. Yeah, I hope they do a good job. I don't know. That doctor's done a good job so far. I've had the very small scars on my shoulders where he did the two shoulders and the put the plugs in. Uh, he's been an awesome doc. But it's just one of those things that I think he's pretty good. He's a pretty good doctor. He's a damn good doctor. I think he's an awesome doctor that I have. But I'm just glad that that we can that we could still do a few before we get out and get the surgery. I really just want to hurry up and get the surgery and get it out of the way so I can start. I want to start cooking. I want to start grilling and I want to start fishing so I can go out there fishing. I like to do one out there and while I'm out there fishing, just to do something and have a good time. Uh, I don't know if I'll catch any fish, but we'll see what happens. But I like to do that. I like to do something like that. See what happens. But anyway, I'd like to thank everybody that has come out, and I just want to say, uh, I hope that y'all do find a routine for diet and exercise. It's been a it's been a good Friday morning, and I appreciate y'all uh, coming around. But I want to say thank y'all to everybody. I think I'm gonna end it here on a note that I say, please, just please, if you're going to have an exercise regimen and a diet, you know, you can go on the internet and watch videos of and see what trainers are talking about, uh, and see what they say. I mean, there's I have a friend that's going through some training right now, and she's doing pretty well. She's keeping it up, and I'm so proud of her. She's awesome. Uh, oh, I love her so much. Me and my wife just love the heck out of this girl. Uh, she knows who she is, and we just think that it's so great that she has her own regimen of training, and we're so proud of her. And I just want to get to her, to what she's doing, to her level of what she's doing, and we will. And it's just it's just frustrating that we can't. She has her friend and her going, and she's doing real well, and and I applaud her, and I'm always want to see her just get better at what she's doing, and she's just doing so well, and I'm glad that she has a trainer that's helping her, and then she tells us what the trainer says, and believe it or not, it helps us too, and I put the things that she tells us and the things that the trainers told us, and we just put it together. It's like I always said, cafeteria style. You pick what you want, and you bring it to yourself, and you help yourself on what you want. But remember, a diet and exercise routine is something that you really need to sit down, write your write the goals down of what you want to do. Uh, how much weight do you want to lose? Do you want to do it for toning? Do you want to do it for mass? If you're going to lift weights, uh, what I mean by mass, do you want to get bulked up, or do you just want to get toned? You just want to be toned as muscle. Do you want to just uh, you remember muscle weighs more than fat, so sometimes you might weigh a little bit more. But I always believe that you always want to add in cardio when you're lifting weights. So or you would just want to do cardio first and then you want to start lifting weights. But that's my opinion. It's up to you. There's people that just want to lift weights, and that's okay. Uh, People like to do yoga. People like to do uh, just stretching, bikes, stair climbers, uh, the treadmill, boxing. You can do shadow boxing if you don't have a box. If you don't have a bag, uh, that's a lot of work too. When you do shadow boxing, I mean, man, you'd be surprised how much sweat you get off of that. I don't go to the gym. I have a gym outside. That's my gym. The outside is my big gym. The world is your gym. You decide where you want to go. You want to walk outside. You want to walk indoors. You want to walk out. You know, it's up to you. But remember, you are the one that defines and answers to your own body. Because if you don't, nobody is. The first step is the hardest. That's that's the biggest thing in whatever you do, especially diet and exercise. The first step is the hardest thing. That's just that's just life. In everything you do, the first step is the hardest. And that's another thing. Anything that anything you want in life never comes easy. Losing weight, dieting is never easy. So it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna come to you just like that. Snapping your fingers is not gonna make it easy for you. You know, I forgot about my Walmart pickup. Okay, you be careful. Uh, I will. You have to be careful in what you choose with exercising and how you exercise. And the reason I say that is because running may not be the best thing for you. So instead of running, walk. Or you may just be a runner. So run. Uh, you may live in an apartment. Well, then maybe a treadmill would be a good thing. Uh, you may be in shape already, but you just want to stay toned. Well, maybe stretching, sit ups, push ups, uh, jumping jacks. Uh, Herschel Walker was a great running back for the Dallas Cowboys. They asked him what his regimen, what his workout was. It was sit-ups and push-ups. Yeah, he lifted weights, but he did over 1,000 push-ups a day sometimes, and he also did sit-ups. Sometimes it doesn't have to be, and he ran, of course. He also did cardio. He, but it doesn't have to be weights all the time. In a lot of martial arts, a lot of it is stretching, tai chi, and it's sit-ups and push-ups. Different types of push-ups, but a lot of it is just uh, push-ups and sit-ups, pull-ups, uh, just different types. It just depends. There's you have on your phone. You have so many things that you can look up, and you can just look it up and see what you think. But just be careful in choosing what you want to do. Just make sure you're able to do it. I think that's the key thing is in choosing the right routine is making sure your body can do it and you want to do that. Don't do something you don't want to do. It's just gonna piss you off and it's just gonna make you quit. Start off with something small. Make your goals reachable when it comes to exercising and dieting. don't complicate something that you already don't want to do and then make it worse for yourself. Nobody wants to. A lot of people don't want to exercise and diet. It's already hard enough to actually need to do something that you don't really want to do. Believe me, nobody wants to go a lot. Well, I don't want to say nobody, but the majority of the people in this world do not want to exercise or diet. So don't choose things to exercise or eat that you don't want to. Just eat in moderation and exercise what in and do the exercises that you feel is going to help you lose weight. Like I said, if you don't want to run, then walk. If you don't want to do jumping jacks, then do jump rope. You don't want to jump rope, then uh, walk around the house, jump over. You don't have to jump. You don't have to do anything. Just walk. When I lost all that weight, I was just walking. It turned out to be from 15 minutes to 7 miles a day. It just happened. It didn't happen overnight. Took some time, but it happened. And man, I felt good. And I want that feeling again. You just have to want. You just have to want it. I think that's the craziest part that we don't let. I used to do all fat diets. They work, then they don't. Exactly, and exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right, babe. They do and they don't. Some of these diets are. Some of these diets, people don't read the fine print. It makes me laugh because people say, "Oh, these diets work." Yeah, they work if you exercise. They don't even tell you that. They deprive yourself of a lot of stuff. It drives you crazy. Yeah, and it does. See, when you deprive yourself of stuff that you want, it makes you quit within a couple weeks. What's January? January is the start of new uh, resolutions. Oh, my resolution. What's the number one resolution in the whole entire world? I am going to lose weight by the summer. No, you're not. You're not going to do a damn thing by the summer. You know why? Because you're lazy. You're a lazy and you are one of those people. I am one of those people. I know because I am that way. That I will tell you, I am going to lose weight by my birthday, and that's in May. And then April comes around, and I'm thinking, I haven't started a damn thing. You know why? Because I'm lazy. Yeah, new year, new me. Woohoo! Yeah, whatever. Yeah, look at that. New hair, new me. Just yeah, same me though. It, it, it's you're always the same you. You're either bigger. Let's be serious. You're either bigger, you're the same, or you did something to lose weight, or exercise, or be thinner, or whatever, however you want to say it. But let's just facts are facts. Some people don't want to do anything, and then they I don't know how I gained so much weight. Well, close your mouth and quit eating. That's just the way it is. But people don't want to do that. You know why? Because I know. Because I don't know how to stop eating sometimes. I get depressed, I get mad, and I go to eating. I'm glad I don't go to drinking because I don't drink, so I don't drink I drink, but I don't drink. I know if you understand that. I don't I'm not a drinker. I'm not a big time drinker. I don't drink that much. I don't even like I said earlier, 2 beers in the last probably 6 months. That's nothing. To me. It's nothing. Honestly, like you said, the best thing did I'm college. I walked on the treadmill daily to lose weight. That's how I lost it then. Exactly. But what do we have that treadmill for? Just to hang clothes on it because you know everyday walking. No dieting, and you eat what you want. Not hog it up, but you ate in moderation and you ate what you want. What I always tell you when I was walking those 7 miles, I ate whatever I wanted. I ate whatever I wanted. If I wanted fajitas, if I wanted a chocolate cake, if I wanted cheesecake, I ate it because I knew tomorrow I was gonna walk 7 miles. Even if I was only walking 2 miles, 3 miles, I still ate what I wanted. I didn't eat the whole chocolate cake and I didn't eat the whole cheesecake, but I ate a piece of it, and I enjoyed my day. And I want to get back to that routine. And the only way I can do that is to get back and get my fat butt off the sideline and go do it. But I can't do it if I don't get off my butt. And you can't either. Watching from the sideline is not going to help you lose weight. And eating one meal a day is not going to help you lose weight. Because your body, what it does is it's gonna hold that meal, and it wants to just hold on to it until it could say, I may need this for later because this guy or this girl, you're only eating one meal a day, so we got to hold on to this because you may need this. You got to eat that so your metabolism can get going, so that you can start. So you need to walk. You need to do something. That's why when you start walking and you start doing things, you feel more energetic. So you feel more energetic, you start walking around, your metabolism is going, and you're losing weight, and man, you're moving around, and you start feeling better. You're energetic. I know how that feels. I've been there. I've done that. But lately, I've been in a slump. Yeah, I know. I got getting knee surgery. I know, but before that, I was just in a slump. I know. My knee surgery was bound to happen, but I still, I should still be able to go walk, but I don't. Now knee surgery is getting closer and closer. I just want it over with, and I just want, but and there's gonna be more talk about dieting and exercising on Cup of JoJo, and I'm gonna be talking more about it because I gotta do more about it. And like I said, when I started exercising, I started cutting the grass, and I started weed eating, and it was a lot of work, but it was good exercise. So do yourself a favor. Quit complaining. Quit bitching. Get your ass off the damn couch. Get off the sideline, and write yourself some goals and make it happen. Make it happen! Exclamation points. Make it happen. It ain't gonna happen if you don't get up and you don't do it. You. I'm talking to you. Talking to you, Papa Jojo. Talking to you, everybody out there. Talking to you. If you don't go and if you don't go do it, then it's not gonna happen. You don't make it happen, you're gonna stay the same way, or you're gonna get bigger, or and then you're gonna get sick. I know, cause I got sick. I had a heart attack. It's no fun. It's no fun being over 300 pounds either. For me, a lot of sickness, a lot of stuff on your heart. Asthma don't help. So you got to go out there. You got to do something about yourself. And my wife and I know. We just walked. I remember we used to play races on who's going to get on the treadmill first. I want that again. Oh, I love my wife. It doesn't matter. I love her. I love who she is. I love the inside of my wife. And like I said earlier, when we first met, yeah, it was physical attraction because that's how we saw each other. But I got to know her, and I fell in love with her, with who she is. She knows that. I fall in love with her every day. That's what I tell her. Every day I fall in love with her because of who she is and what she does for us, for my son and I. So there's no fighting that. She's she's my babe. She's my heart. But she knows that we should be fighting over the treadmill every once in a while. But we need to get off our butts and start doing that. She knows that. But we don't. But we should. And I know she gets mad at me because I go out there and I do the yard and then I come back and I complain about my knee. And I hope that soon will stop because after knee surgery, I hope I get better and I hope it works out. I hope this knee surgery really helps. And I know she means well, and I know that she's just she's just a nurturing mom and a nurturing wife, and she means everything, and everything she does it for my son and and I understand that. But it just frustrates me. It frustrates the hell out of me that I can't and I want to, but sometimes I think it's my excuse that I don't go out there and exercise. And I'm glad I'm saying this to to people that are gonna that are watching and people that will view this, so that way I can have it out there and I can go back and say, damn, I have it on Twitch that I I'm lazy and I don't want to go out there. Yes, my knee has a lot to do with it, but it's also me because I use this for it's a crutch. I use it as an excuse, and I need to stop. I need to get out there and do something. But I know how hard it is on her when my knees hurt because I can't do anything inside the house, and I still help her even though I'm limping around. But it's harder when I can't get out of bed because it's bloated up to a size of a grapefruit or even bigger, and it hurts a lot. And then I'm on pain pills that the doctor gave me that I don't really want to take, but it's the only way that I can. But then those pain pills put you to sleep, and you're so drowsy, and then it takes so much time for them to get out of your system, and I don't like that feeling. I hate that feeling. It's I just want this month to be over with so that I can get this knee done and then go into therapy and then get that. So I'm thinking, like I said, maybe May, end of May, maybe start of June, I can start walking a little bit better and I can start doing my boxing and I don't know, June, July maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It just depends how bad the surgery is going to be. How much surgery they're going to do because they know it's the MCL, but they don't know how bad the knee is until they get in there. Every time I move, it pops. There's something floating inside the knee too. So I don't know. It's supposed to be an in and out. Hopefully it is an in and out. If it's an in and out, I'll be good to go. Hopefully I'll come home that same day. If I come home that same day, then that's a good sign. That's a great sign. I think. I hope. I could come home the same day like my father-in-law did, but then they told him that he had to stick around for I don't know 7 8 weeks of therapy, and I'm like, damn. So I don't know. But yeah, exercise and dieting and exercise, however you want to say it, is something nobody wants to talk about. It's something nobody wants to do, but it's something we all have to do, or we should do. I hope that people watch this and understand this. Yeah, we talked about a lot of other things, but my main focus was diet and exercise and the D and E word. And I hope that somebody gets something out of this. This isn't a permanent fix, but have you tried Tiger Balm for temporary relief? It's like icy, but ice hot, but been around a lot longer for your knee. When I twisted my knee, I used it every day during recovery. I love this stuff. Oh, really? Really, one gun? Damn. Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't tried that. It's not a permanent fix. Tiger's Balm? Huh. Might have to try that. Tiger's Balm. Where did you buy it? I mean, where did you get it at? Oh, we have some of that, babe? Oh, yeah. I think we do have that, don't we? Okay, Mom gave us some. Okay. We have to do that. I think Dad used it, right? Walgreens TV. Okay. Yeah, I think my father-in-law used that after his knee surgery. That's right. Get the Ultra? Okay. Hey, thanks. Thanks, well, I'm gonna appreciate it, man. How you doing today? You hope you're doing all right. Yeah, you know, that sounds like a good man. Oh no, I don't think we have the. It's all right. At least it's a start. I can wrap it up with the. I can wrap it up with the wrap that we have. Pretty good. Just got back from walking the dog at the beach. Oh wow, man, that's cool, dude. Yeah, windy day. Yeah, it's windy over here too. As always, Texas weather. You know the deal. I don't have to tell you about that. Yeah, well. Anyway, that's what I wanted to let you know. It's been a few hours now with the cup of JoJo. Just want to let y'all know that everything is yeah, boy, I know you're laughing, but you know how Texas weather is. Stick around, brother. It'll change. What's the old saying? Just stick around for a few more hours. It'll change. If it's not windy, it'll be it's sunny and windy. Maybe it'll rain in a few hours. Man, it was 52 degrees this morning, bro. Can you believe that? Crazy weather, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was nice. Don't get me wrong. 52 degrees with a little bit of wind chill. I was like, what? Texas. That's all I had to say. Texas weather. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I was cleaning out the garage when it was 52. Yeah, I got up this morning, threw out some trash. I was like, what the? I said, dang. I went out there with some shirt with my shorts on and this shirt, and I was like, what's going on? I looked and I said, isn't it April? But you know, that's what Texas weather does for you. Slaps you in the face and says, Morning, Papa Jojo. I said, well, good morning. Sounds like Texas weather and Arizona weather are two peas in a... Yeah, exactly, Dragon. I'm telling you, girl. This is like, this is, man, it's crazy. It can be cold and it's hot and it's cold and it's... Oh, man, it's just, I don't know. Then they wonder why you have allergies. But hey, welcome to Texas and Arizona. That's the way it goes. It's all about the weather. But hey, stick around. If you don't like it, wait about 2-3 hours. Maybe the weather will be good for you then. But anyway, hey, listen, everybody out there. Look, Papa Jojo loves y'all, man. I know I seem a bit harsh sometimes, and I'm very straightforward, but that's me. That's who I am. Uh, Diet and exercise are important. I love talking to y'all. I love all the different types of subjects that we talk about. Yes, today was diet and exercise, but we talked about so many other things. Uh, but my main thing is talking about. Come here, big boy. Come here, mommy, little boy. Let me show you something. This is my boy right here. This is my Zuski. He's a paralyzed Chiweenie. He's been paralyzed for about 5 years. We have him in a bag so he can walk around the house. Oh, my little boy. Hey, baby, right, big boy? Look at that. Look at my little sweetheart. My little boy. His name is Zeus. He's the man right there. Yeah, he used to run around the house. Zeus. Yeah, my son named him. Give me kisses. Give Daddy kisses. Ah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, my son named him. Yes, there you go. Go on, mama. My son named him when he was and he used to run around, look like a little deer, running around all over the place. Uh, but then he got paralyzed. Doctors said they couldn't do nothing. He still walks on his hind legs a little bit, but we bought him that bag. He's gone through quite a few bags because he walks on them and he rubs them. But my wife takes care of him. We take care of him. We love him. He's been around. Oh man, he's a beautiful boy. We we uh we miss him going. He goes outside, but we have to keep an eye on him. He he's just a wonderful dog. I used to have labs. I had labs that last. They were 12. They were 13 years old when they passed. They passed away in their sleep. Well, they passed away. And then I had Jack Russell. She was 16 years old. She had cancer, passed away. Her daughter, uh, she passed away at 17 years, 2 months. And then now we have Zeus. Uh, Zeus is, how old is Zeus, babe? I think, I don't know how old is Zeus. Zeus, he'll be, how old is Zeus? 8? 7? Okay, he's gonna be 8, right? He's 7. He'll be 8 this year. Wonderful puppy. What, big boy? Yeah, my boy. Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, I wanted to give him a little cameo. I wanted to give him a little shot. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. You're my boy. Aren't you my boy? Yeah, you are. I know. But anyway, no, he's 8 now. Okay, he's 8. He's 8 going on 9. Yeah, he's an old fogey. Yeah, he's an old boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Tell you right, my boy. Yeah, I know, big boy. Okay. Man, he'll be 9 in September. Man, I know, mijo. I know, big boy. I know. I know, my little snooky. Come on. I know. He wants to be with Dada. He wants to be with Dada. Come on. Okay. All right. Well, me and Zeus want to say goodbye. Look at Zuski. Look at that boy. Oh, my boy. Give me casas. You give me casas all the time. Anyway. I know. Okay. Anyway, we just want to say y'all have a blessed day. And thank you for everybody that came by, said hi. From Zeus to my wife to my son. Everybody, have a great weekend. Have a wonderful day. Well, I'll be back on Monday. We'll see what happens on Monday. And y'all have a great day. If you're going to go out fishing, tight lines, hook them up. And you know who I'm talking to. Ain't that right, One Gun? You know who I'm talking to. But Dragon, have a good day at work. Take care of yourself. Red, I know you're out there getting your stuff. Have a good one. One Gun, I know what you're doing. You see, you're laughing because I know what you're going to be doing this weekend. Hey, brother, tight lines, man, and I hope you hook them all up. Sand trout after sand trout after sand trout, maybe a couple reds, some flounders. I hope you have a good weekend there, One Gun. Have a good one, man. I hope you catch them all, brother. Save some for me, bro. Take care of yourself, man. I'll send you some sand trout sliders. Hey, don't kid me, man. Don't be kidding me like that. Nah, man, good luck to you. I hope you have a great day of a great weekend of fishing, man, and take care of yourself. And be careful out there, you and your dog. Take care. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. This is Papa Jojo and Zuski. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Peace out. Check you later.